appreciation to all of you for supporting me on Patreon. Now we are joined by Righteous Force, Flatzoid, and 10th Man in G+. How are you all doing?
All right. Take 2 with no buffering. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on myself so I can report it to OBS Studio and the people that make it. There is an issue some people are having where if I go live with... Oh, that's right. I haven't fixed my camera over in this studio. I'll figure it out later. There's an issue where when I go live with main OBS Studio, I have buffering. And when I go live with this studio, I don't, even though the settings are exactly the same. I'm going to figure it out. Don't worry. I'm going to try my best to. But we're going to have to just go live in the regular studio. It'll probably look a little funky at first. Every time I switch to the different studios, though, I'll fix them so that they work. Hey, that works. So don't worry. We've got our main ones here, right? The only one that's going to be a little bit messed up is our newsroom. And I'll figure that out later. We just might not use the newsroom, so... Anyway, welcome to the show. I did an intro earlier, but I had to delete it. And I don't want to bore you guys with another intro. So I'm not going to. First up today, turns out Mark Sargent has been emailing Fight the Flat Earth. And he's live about it right now. He even threatened him. Mark Sargent threatened Fight the Flat Earth. Sleeping Warrior doubles down on his stupid and more Flat Earth nonsense over on Fight the Flat Earth. Now, the crazy thing about this, I was watching when my stream, I stopped my stream, waited a few minutes to start, and he talked about how Sargent messaged him and said something along the lines of, if I can remember, you're a coward because you don't even use your real name in emails, which basically means he just doesn't like Fight the Flat Earth. Now, there's a reason why all the Flat Earthers wouldn't like Fight the Flat Earth, and I'll show you right now. This is why. Honestly, I know you guys are going to say I'm crazy, but I swear this has to be the reason why they don't like Fight the Flat Earth. It's this very simple thing right here.
The loss of brain cells that will occur whilst you watch this video.
We're living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
I honestly, truly think that that is it. That's the only reason that they have a propensity to hate him. Amongst the other reasons, like he debunks the Flat Earth constantly, and he does a good job of it. But anyway, I just want to kind of get your guys' opinion sometime. Do you think that there's any other thing in there that makes them really hate Team Skeptic and Fight the Flat Earth? Or is it just because Team Skeptic calls them idiots and has an idiot dinger, and Fight the Flat Earth basically has the name Fight the Flat Earth with the song Fight the Flat Earth? I don't know. I'll catch up on that stream later because we've got some stuff to do. And we're going to be doing this so that I can do a video tomorrow. I was over on D Live and we were watching some videos. And I realized quickly there's more than enough here to do a live show on YouTube. Instead of just watching a video, I was actually reacting and had enough content there to go live and show you what I'd found. So I'm going to do that right now, as long as I can keep my stream going. So we'll see what happens. Either way, after this, we'll be right back over to D Live if you want to come hang out. Not required. We only go there to do things that I would normally be doing anyway. And hey, why not just go live and hang out with you guys when I do it? Some extra, content. All right, so to sum everything up, basically, first, I've been talking to SCIMANDAN. He DM'd me today. I got back with him. I want to apologize to him, and I want it recorded. I suck at getting back to my DMs and my emails right now because I've just been really busy. I'm doing a new series, new edited videos. I'm working on them daily, and they're going to be uploaded at least every other day now. And then my live streams at night, I get busy and I don't check. But luckily, I gave him a way to get a hold of me all the time. Also, I'm going to give him my phone number when I'd sit down and talk to the guy, because he's coming on the show, and I think, and I don't want to rush the announcement or anything, so I'm just going to give you guys some secret knowledge, like a little bit of, behind the scenes information. SCIMANDAN is going to put out a challenge to Nathan Oakley and Sleeping Warrior on my show. I'm almost 100%. Let's say I'm 90%. Once we sit down and talk, it'll happen as long as he doesn't change his mind. And of course, if he wants to change his mind, I'm down with it. But he mentioned that he wanted to do that. I told him I did. So unless anything changes, it's going to be excellent. Why is that? Well, that I'll explain right now. It has to do with this show. Because finally, not only did Sleeping Warrior send somebody to one of the shills when I went and talked to the shills and tell them to get me in a Discord server to talk to Sleeping Warrior, but Arwijn knows who I am. He's mad at me. He must have seen some of my videos. He's angry with me, and he kicked me out of, he timed me out on the Flat Earth debate just for mentioning him. This is the quick version. Not only that, Nathan Oakley said hi to me in a very kind way. Why are these guys so obsessed with these words, right? The concepts behind these words. These guys are really obsessed with that stuff, bro. It's a little creepy. But I explained everything earlier. I know it's not recorded now, and I'm not going to explain it again. We're just going to get right into it. We've got several things that we have to do. One thing is that Arwijn... What the hell's this? That's not what that title was earlier. Oh, he linked to it. So basically, 170 on October 2nd. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, so basically, JG Gonzalez is attacking Fight the Flat Earth and Team Skeptic. Also, that's why it's kind of strange to see Mark Sargent doing it, and Arwin's doing it, and now Jose's doing it. Jose's a baller, and he hosts a daily talk show. We have a video that explains it, and we'll hear it in a minute. We'll do that later, because this is important, because I've been saying it for a week or two. I really like BlueMarbleScience and Bob the Science Guy. It's the only reason that I joined Jose's show, because they were there and I wanted to talk to him and be in the panel with them. I just jumped in the live chat and said, hey, I want to jump in if they're there, and I got in and talked to him. Anyway, Arwijn, in my opinion, did nothing but troll BlueMarbleScience. And you don't do that to my peeps, Arwijn.
So, yeah.
Well, maybe he wasn't using the program that.
What frequency were you talking about, Arwijn?
Carlos, it's really bad, Carlos, the microphone. We're not trying to ignore you, but the sound is really bad and weak, Carlos, for you.
Yeah, they call it back in the day before all of this moon and globe nonsense and this supposed moon landings. They just called it bouncing signals off the stratosphere. Or, no, wait, the ionosphere.
He makes the dumbest argument. You're going to hear one of the dumbest face-palm-worthy arguments that you've heard in a long time, and I honestly cannot even fathom how he doesn't realize this. Actually, I can, and I'll show you, because he's basically copying Quantum Eraser. And I brought this up earlier when I shut my show down, but for anyone that wasn't in the show a few minutes ago, the place where Oakley was talking, saying, he called me Unicorn Laser Eyes, I believe. Unicorn Laser Eyes, if I'm not mistaken. He did his Master Science presentation too, and I'm only going to say this and we'll get into it. I know I'm repeating myself. Sorry I had to restart. In the Master Science presentation 1, Quantum Eraser pulled from a bunch of sources from universities and from NASA itself. So we check those sources. If you remember, stream we did a few days ago, video I uploaded 4 or 5 days ago, every one of the sources that he pulled from discussed why we have an atmosphere, how gravity works. What really knocked me silly, when I went into the Quantum Eraser channel or the Oakley channel, I don't remember which one, and I mentioned how, yeah, Quantum Eraser, those sources you're using, they debunk you. One of the people in there said, well, we already know that gravity's been debunked. So what's your answer to that, UNIRock? And I'm like, gravity isn't debunked. What in the hell are you talking about? Who told you that gravity was debunked? That's ridiculous. It seems like there's a cult or some type of group of people that are bound together by the idea that they've debunked gravity. Not that they believe gravity to be debunked, but that they somehow have scientifically debunked gravity, which they have not done. But if you do look at all the craziness we've heard in the last few months from this group of people, we don't really, look at them much here on UNIRock 2, but we had been on D Live, right? If you look at, all these arguments, all these crazy, no container, violation of the second law in thermodynamics, all of it does kind of hinge on the fact that they're denying gravity, right? I don't know how long they can get away with this. I don't see how it could ever work, because all you got to do to test gravity is grab something like a pen and drop it, and you've tested gravity. Or you could just, hey, if gravity's fake, you could just jump off of a skyscraper. You could just dive off of a cliff into a pool that's 300 feet below you, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Really ridiculous stuff, but it's all starting to come together. And why is that worrisome? Well, let me tell you. This same thing happened with the QAnon people, right? At first, it got some attention and trended, kind of like Flat Earth has, but they rebirthed their conspiracy. They didn't do it that well. It didn't get that big when they tried to breathe life into it. But you remember when we debunked that crap, a few months later with the JFK Jr. is alive theory, they used that concept to, get another round of attention from their followers that had left their movement. And I hope that with the big group of debunkers that are here now on YouTube, answering all this crap that they put out, hopefully we can prevent their stupid gravity's already been debunked by a flat earther argument and stop it from forming into another resurgence of the conspiracy, right? Hopefully. So let's get into this. I want to see with you, I want to react to Arwijn trolling BlueMarbleScience and the other people in this chat and tell you what I think is going on and hopefully put out a little bit of a solution. So let's get started.
That's just
There's a guy that comes.
what that is.
Oh,
Yeah, they
Australian
still
guy?
do that. Yeah, right. That's what that is.
Peter Carrington,
No,
the Aussie guy.
You're saying that they're not bouncing off of the moon. That's just off of the stratosphere. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is that what you're claiming?
That's so dumb. I can't even... I know I said this earlier. I didn't complete my thought. I can't believe Arwijn even uses this dumb argument. Why? Because it's easy to tell how far away. If they're trying to bounce these radio waves off of the moon, then they're going to be able to, find out which ones bounce off of what and what the distance is. Basically, they already have proven that they could name a distance by using the radio waves. So if they can, determine distance by doing it, all they have to do now is aim it towards the moon and give it enough power to reach them and back. Pretty simple to me. If it's coming from the ionosphere, it would be at the height of the ionosphere. But if it's 400,000 miles away or whatever the moon is, it's going to be at that. That's the distance that they're going to measure, right? Anyway, really bad argument, really silly, but it gets really bad.
Yeah.
There would be a big difference in time of the bounce from the stratosphere compared to the moon. That's the big difference. You can hear the echo.
Who's the Aussie guy that's on the panel sometimes that's done
Okay.
this?
Well, there's actually another issue that you're not dealing with is that when you do a stratospheric bounce, it's not going to come back to the sender.
So,
Exactly.
so
It
you're
has to
saying
be
that
at a
any
specific
signal
angle.
bounced off the ionosphere will precede any signal bounce off the moon? That is hilarious, dude.
Well, and this kind of exercise is how, let's not use any really mean words. I know I hurt Arwijn's FeeFee's today, and he had to kick me out of the, live chat several times. Uneducated, refusing to educate himself. I really think he's making excuses, and that's the question I hope you ask. Is he trolling, or is he really trying?
No, it's not, Arwijn.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah,
happens
that is.
that way.
Yeah, that's right. Because
It
that
really
totally
happens that
undoes
way.
your entire myth, you idiots.
But
You
look,
moron.
It's-
You
Well, he's already trolling now, but I'll make a point
It's
later.
going to be
talking about?
bouncing back no matter what.
Don't call BlueMarbleScience an idiot, Arwijn. He's only been nice to you.
For the guys
Arwin.
It bounces off
Arwin,
the
there's a big difference between the two.
Take
Oh,
time.
yeah,
take
yeah, I
turns,
know.
guys. One at a
Listen,
time.
man,
And also,
you learn something.
you can
I know.
also
Yeah, one
you
of
can
them
also
is
build the
actually
same
real.
setup in your.
It actually does bounce back. The other one is
Listen to me,
fictional.
Arwin.
And you
Listen to me,
bounced
Arwin.
it off it,
I
presupposedly without any reflector.
Arwin,
So
I don't know when you got your amateur radio license. I got mine in 1961. I have bounced signals off of the ionosphere, as has anyone else who ever used a radio transmitter. You can't stop that. But you can intentionally bounce signals off the moon. You can do a moon bounce.
sure you
And
can.
we were doing that even
So do you see, like, I don't know why and they do this for an hour. We're going to skip through it. It's obvious he doesn't care. He's just walking in, plugging his ears, and saying, I don't believe it, right?
even in the early 1970s, buddy. Whether you like it or not. I don't really
I'm
care if
fine
you
with
don't
it.
like
It's
Arwin.
just really freaking dumb because there's already so much reflecting.
No, son, you're really
You're
friggin'
saying
dumb.
that
Yes.
this extra bit is reflecting, okay? That's just dumb. I haven't even seen any kind of control to this presupposed.
Okay, so here's another point I'm going to make. Arwin is arguing about specifics of the experiment, but he doesn't have the experiment in front of him. He could. I just found a website. Thanks. Remember how I told you last time, I think, I was inside these Flat Earth debate servers talking to people? Oh, no, it was Oakley's server. Now, hold on a minute. Now, wait a minute. Wait. When I went into Nathan Oakley's Flat Earth debate server and talked for an hour, there were people in there, and the argument that was going on, there was one Flat Earther there too, but he left pretty quick. And they were putting out NASA papers. It's on my D Live if you want to see it. I've got it recorded. They were going to a website that lists all the ISS experiments and puts them out so that you can read them, so that you can determine what you want from them. You can understand what's going on there, or request the paper, request the results, right? So if Arwin's a member of that server, and that literally huge chunk of the server was just a bunch of NASA results, what makes him think that he can't get the results for the moon bounce and actually look at it, you know? He could. And how do you argue that the experiment doesn't have a control when you don't even have it in front of you and you're not you're not reading it? It's who's presupposing what?
Experiment. Okay, I haven't even seen any difference.
The
Just this
control is
rough
in the signal.
analysis of this sound, of this echo output, and then just nitpicking, cherry picking within that, claiming that there is some kind of reflection. Well, you just admitted fully that you can bounce signals off the ionosphere.
I wouldn't rant for a minute.
You can also bounce it in your backyard off of a metal plate.
This is what's funny, okay? You're not listening to this from someone else's channel. Arwin himself chose to upload it starting right there, okay? I don't know why he'd ever upload this. He gets owned the entire time. He just shows people how biased and dumb he really is. I don't know why I'd put this on my own channel, but whatever, bro.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And you can bounce it off up there. When you aim it up, it bounces back. So where's your moon myth now?
How do you identify? Wait, how do you identify which signal is bouncing back? How long did it take? The answer is you put a signal into it. You encode a message. You go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right?
Oh, Arwin knows how it works. It doesn't sound like he does.
And then you look for the echoes of 1, 2, 3. In the same way that when you're at a valley and you yell, you will have an echo from a wall which is 1 meter from you. You will have an echo from the wall which is 100 meters from you. You will have an echo which is 2 kilometers from you.
Right.
And you will hear 3 distinct echo. And by how long it takes to bounce back to you, you know how far away the effect is.
Not 100% necessarily, but that can definitely be deduced. That can be deduced.
Okay, so basically, I'm not going to go through the whole thing with you, but I'll make a few points as we go, so let me do that.
That is literally how sonar works.
Yeah, I know, but
that is literally how radar works.
Sonar, you can do it on the Earth and actually confirm all these things physically.
And in the dark, when you take a flashlight and you illuminate things, that is literally how your eyes work.
Yeah, that's right. And you can walk up to those dark things and actually physically, personally confirm that they are there.
You can do that with the moon too, you ding dong. Why don't you go out, earn yourself a couple $100 million, build a rocket, go to the moon, and come back, and then tell us what you find before you call it fake.
Yes.
Oh, so that's the difference then? Okay.
Yeah. So for everything that we can walk up to ourselves and.
So this is where they're going to start getting into Arwin's arguments, right? And I kind of find that his argument basically is what you just heard. If I can't walk up and touch it myself, then it's not real. It's not something I can check. He brings up boiling water. I'm actually going to play it because it's when he starts trolling a lot. He says, I can boil water, so I know it happens. So I can say that that's real. But the arguments get really bad. So anyway, we'll keep going because I'll make points as they come.
Confirm, we have this echo. And when we point it at the moon, we get this echo. So the conclusion is the thing which is really there.
Echo, even if there's no body there. So, yeah, you have this echo when you point it at the sky, no matter where.
Yeah,
no matter where, not the moon.
The sky, not no matter where.
Yeah. The ionosphere. Several people here in this chat confirm that. Yeah.
If you point it anywhere.
Okay, do you see the kind of really just ignorance of the argument? He has no clue. He doesn't know how it works. He doesn't know how they differentiate the ionosphere from a signal bouncing off the moon. He doesn't understand the different bands there are. He hasn't even bothered to start reading on it, and yet it's fake, okay? So that's one of my main points. He is trolling. He is illogically drawing the conclusion, and he's got a bunch of smart people that exercise why. They sit and explain it slowly, step by step, why he's not, how he's not getting it, and how he's wrong in saying, hey, if it'll bounce off the ionosphere, we can't also measure the distance to the moon. He's not interested in it, but I'm going to make a point with that, so we'll let it keep going for a little bit. We'll get to the cringy parts.
Anywhere in the sky, it will not bounce back to you. It will bounce somewhere else.
That's right. You cannot bounce it straight back to you off the ionosphere.
That's what I said 5 minutes ago.
The angle of refraction will be the same as the angle of incidence of that, just like in a mirror.
Really?
What he doesn't realize is that he's arguing with a bunch of people that actually do this. Blue has a license. Blue does these things. So, he gets walloped a lot. I don't know why he put this on his own channel. Maybe he's crying for help.
So if it's so difficult if you have to bounce a signal somewhere, you have to be very specific as to the location it will go to. How does that work with the moon, really? With that?
Okay, first point, and I'll let him continue. Do you think he's trying to pull a Sleeping Warrior or a Nathan Oakley? And what I mean is, it doesn't seem like he's thinking about it. It seems like he's grabbed the concept and he's applying the same kind of argument that he's heard Sleeping Warrior use in the past or Quantum Eraser use with other people on the Flat Earth debate. He's taking what he's learned from the Flat Earth debate and then jumping into these open chats, and that's what this is. That's how I joined this. It's open. Anyone can join. You could join if you want next time they're live. You just ask, and then they'll let you jump in and talk. So you get where I'm going there? Okay. Seems like he's copying his buddies, trying to use a tactic.
Distance that you claim it has, signal strength that it
We
needs.
just watched the presentation on that because retro reflectors bounce the signal literally back to where it came from.
Yeah, very cool. How about when it wasn't installed yet there and they did it before that? How about that?
That's what lasers. You can do it with radio without having to have retro reflectors.
Really? How much power would you need to bridge?
I don't know why they're even bothering to answer him, but maybe that they learn it as they go. They're going to learn something. But here, we'll let him keep going.
That kind of distance without any proper reflector.
It depends on the antenna, if it's a directional antenna or not. It depends on all that.
No, you need signal strength. It's directional. You need signal strength. You need a lot of signal strength.
I just want to acknowledge
degrades
that
over distance and has to go there, then bounce off something that's not specifically designated to bounce a signal. The moon's surface, presupposedly, and then has to go all the way back to the Earth. And also, it has to go in exactly the right direction without any specific reflector attuned for that.
Excuse me, can I please have a word?
Do that? How
Please,
did they do
a second. Just 1 second. I want to acknowledge that I've made a mistake and I've rushed into this.
Would you like to know the frequency I'm working at?
No, I want to see a raw print of the signal output you got back both presupposedly reflecting of the moon and not of the moon. I want to see the signal comparison visually.
Be specific.
You can't say I was very, very specific.
Be specific. What are you
trying to
get?
I want to see the total spectrum.
You want to see an oscilloscope?
Isn't this awesome of Blue Marble Science? Blue is trying to hear him out. He's trying to give him what he wants so that after he gives it to Arwijn, helps him understand it, he won't be an idiot anymore. How do you think Arwijn takes it?
Bryce,
of everything that got reflected.
What do you want to see?
So for starters, you want me to show you a total spectrum, which means that I'd have to be using a wideband receiver, which I'm not using. I'm using a frequency locked that's that you can actually see the signal come back on the computer because I'm transmitting a DTF tone so that I can lock onto it.
Okay, so you're working with a signal-specific receiver.
That's correct.
All right. Oh, sure, show it. Show me what happened visually.
He just said that he can't give you what you want because he's using a different kind of damn... Arwin's so dumb, bro. It's just, it gets so bad. Keep listening.
Hunter, you get all cocky all of a sudden.
So hang on.
He got cocky because he thinks he understood what the guy said, and he thinks that he showed to people that he understood what the guy said. It's as simple as that. He thought he sounded smart for a second when he didn't.
I was always this cocky.
So you want me to bring all this evidence right now when I'm on a totally different computer than when the other computer's hooked up to me radio?
Nope. You don't have to do it right now, but it would be nice because I've asked.
No, you don't need him to do it. There's many, you could go on the internet right now and find every single thing that you're looking for. He's lazy. This is a trap. It's a trick. It's BS. But you'll get there yourself. Let's let it keep going. You'll see.
This like a month ago. So I've been waiting for somebody to actually show me that. And if you can,
you don't need to wait for someone to show it to you. You could educate yourself, right? You're not waiting for someone to show it. You're waiting for someone to come to you so that you guys can try to pull them into the debate channel where you can mute them, yell at them, and take what they've said and warp it out so that afterwards you can smile and say, we won the argument. When you didn't, but okay.
You can take your time for it, but
I'd
love to say.
Can I just ask one question? You've done your amateur radio license. I think I heard before. Is that correct?
Sorry?
Did I hear?
Sorry? He asked if you had a radio license.
You say that you've done your amateur radio license?
No. I talked to.
No, he didn't say that. Oh, interesting.
Somebody at the conference that has.
Oh, he talked to another person that had a radio license. So he is just Dunning-Krugering this shit, right? It is a trap. I think it's a trap. He wants to get you guys to say something so that he can yell and scream and act like Oakley. He's trying to work himself up to be the next Oakley. Really. He's trying to combine Quantum Eraser, Sleeping Warrior, and Nathan Oakley's personas into his own. And then he did this on purpose. He went in there. He pulled it and uploaded it to his channel like, yeah, see, now my audience will know that I'm cool enough to donate to. I'm cool enough to follow. I'll get a big audience now. All right, I'll shut up. Here we go.
Oh, you spoke to someone that's done the conference. You spoke to someone that's at the conference that's done it. So,
do you guys remember the other guy at the conference with the mustache? With the saying that you don't have to correct for Coriolis to shoot a bullet a long distance? Remember him? We watched it a couple weeks ago. You don't want to believe the people at these conferences, buddy.
I'd suggest for you, before you make any more assertions, go down to your local amateur radio club and ask them if it's possible, because you know what? Most of them do it regularly.
Now, you're going to find out, and we're going to sit and listen to it because Arwijn deserves it, and he actually deserves a lot of debunking. He's going to get the attention that he so wanted in the next few weeks. I'll let him keep going. I could make points through the entire thing, but it would take hours. I'll play a little bit before I give him a little more hell.
It's not something that's hidden. It's very easy to do.
Ask Bob Nodell. He'll tell you.
Peter.
Did he do it? Okay, I'll definitely talk to him then.
Peter, do you have
any presuppositions about it? So
do you have the original data?
No, it's not something that I ever thought
Wait a minute. Did you just say that you'd talk to Bob Nodell because he won't have any presuppositions about it like these guys? Yeah, did. So if that's true, why didn't Bob Nodell accept the evidence that he collected with the ring laser gyroscope at the 15-degree-per-hour drift? Why did he try to change it to energy from the heavens once he realized how broke he was from not streaming for 3 weeks? Or was it 3 months or 3 weeks? I think it was 3 months. Yeah, I don't see how Bob Nodell is any better of a source than anyone, really. You're probably a better source than Bob. You're equal. You're an equal source as Bob, Arwijn.
That I'd need to save, to tell you the truth. I could probably organise to get the data done again, because it's something that you can repeat regularly.
Is it feasible that you'd do that?
I could do that, yeah.
Hey,
I'd love a tutorial presentation demonstration on how it's done and literally.
Wait. Now, I have a prediction. I haven't watched this part either. I've seen a lot of the 57 or 50-minute mark on. We watched it on D-Live before this, but I haven't watched up here. How much you want to bet he gets really squirrely? I would say he gets really... I'd use a different animal to compare him to, but I don't want any big animal. I need a weak, tiny, skinny little animal. So he gets really squirrely here. And I bet he starts spitting out excuses and he gets a little mad and he starts talking over everyone. Yeah, we'll see.
How about just a live recorded experiment? Let's just call it an experiment.
It has to be live.
I'll give you that
camera.
Just
no
live
cuts.
recorded. Do it with the.
Space comma with Arwijn deserved the apology Cats gave. That's all he deserves. Very true, and that was such a good video, by the way. I almost thought he was going to apologize. If for all of you who don't know, Conspiracy Cats uploaded a video today on Space comma. Will you type the name of the channel he put it on? Because I think it was on his 3rd channel. And it's a really good video. And yes, Arwijn deserved it very much.
Device with the computer roll.
Hell, we might even play it. It's a short video. We might play it after this. We might. Yeah. No, you know what? Hold on. We got to go. Tell me what channel it was on, man, and I'll pull it up because we've got to take a quick look at it. It was really good.
Pulling out so you can see exactly what is happening.
No. He just asked you to do some stuff to show him what you know. You. Why don't you apply that same idiotic standard that you're telling everybody else that they have to have to you? Oh, I know, Arwijn, when Quantum Eraser makes one of his idiotic presentations, I don't know, like his second Master Science presentation that we're going to look at here in a minute, why don't you demand from him the same things you're demanding from everyone else? Oh, well, maybe you should. You're going to do it tomorrow. You never thought of that? You're going to do it tomorrow? Okay, great.
As it is happening, recorded. That would be nice.
Funny you bring that up. Type in Earth Moon Bounce in YouTube, and there's about 8 of them that actually do it completely live. And
Thank you. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time. I didn't know they brought that up here. Yeah, Arwijn, what are you going to say now that everything you're requesting from these guys are already on the internet? It's already there, already done. And if you want to say it's fake or a lie, all you got to do, if you think it's fake or a lie, is go test it for yourself.
and show you how it's done.
Okay, if you can link me up to those videos, then I'll take a look.
Why do they need to link you? He just told you exactly what to type. You're lazy. You're really lazy. Maybe that's why you've got that issue. That Conspiracy Cat showed in his video.
The question is there raw data available? Like the signal database.
I'm fairly certain
there's
at least...
He wouldn't understand the raw data even if it was there. He needs somebody to go through the data. He can't do it himself. It's impossible. You know what, Arwijn? I know you're watching my show. I now know that you know who I am. You're such a big internet tough guy when you jumped in here, right? How about you go live on your channel tomorrow when you're doing your boring ass morning coffee show or whatever the hell it is, and you're talking about yourself for 30 minutes. Instead of talking about yourself tomorrow for 30 minutes, go in and show them that you know. Do a presentation on all the things you requested from these guys and prove that you know what you said you knew.
There's at least one of them that actually shows the whole lot being done from start to end with the bounce bounce signal.
Well, I'll take anything you got, and then we'll see from then on.
So anyway, I'm going to skip ahead And before I skip, of course, I'll give a little bit of a preface here. I'm going to skip ahead because I have a feeling that you really need to hear what's at the 50-minute mark or the 40-minute. I got it in my notes. I'll have to look. But he does this the entire time. He asks things from these guys while sitting on Nathan Oakley's show. Never applies those standards to Oakley or Quantum Eraser. He's very biased, and he exposed himself as very biased by doing this. I don't know of that many shows where he's jumped in like this. Now, they could be out there. I just haven't seen him do it, since I've been watching everything for the last few months. So I'm glad he decided to finally leave his nest and go find some shows to talk on. It really exposes who he really is. So we'll skip ahead here.
Well, I'll make a prediction right now. If you actually do this for him, he'll say, well, I didn't do it, so it doesn't.
I'm not.
Gotta go back. Here we go.
Making the claim, dickhead.
Okay.
It is your claim. You're making the claim
This is
constantly.
established science.
You have been for years. Well, people on the ball.
Oh, all of a sudden, he's just a real big tough guy, isn't he? He's a completely different person, huh? So his main thing is they are making a claim. They are. It's not Arwijn coming in saying the ionosphere is bouncing the signal, so that means the moon cannot bounce the signal. That's the claim being made, Arwijn, by you. These guys aren't making a claim. They have all the experiments that are out there, all the different people that have done this, which are hundreds of thousands of people that operate radios and other types of equipment for years and years and years. You even say that yourself here. So you're making the claim, not them. So you need to get that straight.
Side have been for years. So if people in here done this since the start of it, I just want to see some actual proof for the claim, and then I'll judge it.
Yeah, you know what you should have done, Arwijn? Kept your ass in the Flat Earth debate, because you really expose how ignorant you are here again.
And we'll see from there on.
But if you have no knowledge on how to judge it, how are you going to accurately?
Thank you, Sean. That's Sean in there.
Make a decision.
That's the point I'm making.
Figure that
Thank
out
you, Sean.
as I go.
You figure out as you go. Look at you.
Wow, you must be smart, Arwijn.
Hey, if you don't want that, if it's not good enough, then don't. Just
we don't look. They're trying to be nice to you. No one has to give you the time of day. Who are you anyway? You're just a guy who sucked up to Nathan Oakley for 2 years and literally cried anytime you didn't get the attention that you wanted. I can't even believe they're being this nice.
Keep on making the claim without the proof, okay?
But you've been given the idea of what to search for. I haven't heard you searching for anything yet. Just saying.
I don't mind. Can keep on echoing it forever. I just want to see if there is even something to it. That's all.
He just told you where to go find the answer to your idiotic question. Oh man, facepalm. I need to go grab my oven mitts.
You've actually been told what to look for, and you keep saying we're just echoing without any evidence. How about you actually follow through and?
How about you go look at the evidence that they told you where to go find it at, so that you don't have to sit and argue like this.
Look for these things.
Good point, Sean.
Look
yes.
For.
Yeah, I'm not making the claim, dickhead.
No, you definitely are. You saying it, you lying here doesn't make it true. You are making the claim.
Okay.
But you say you want an answer. Answers are given, and you're ignoring them.
I want some support for your claims.
In the side chat, Owen, I've dropped a link for you. Go and watch that. There's a guy doing it portable.
So there you go. What has to end up happening? They have to go type it in, find it themselves, give it to Arwijn. You think Arwijn goes and watches it, gets it, and comes back and, apologizes for acting this way? I think he's going to. Let's see.
So he's doing it in his backyard.
I was being sarcastic. That didn't sound sarcastic enough, but yeah, I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, I've looked at that one. That's a good one.
Okay, he does.
Hey, there we go. Carl said smart win. There we go.
Does it in his backyard. All the data's actually on the screen as he does it all.
Cool. I'll check it out.
Well, damn. You've literally got your answer right in front of you, and you came in begging for the answer to this question. You're definitely not going to just try to push it away and then sit and cry like a little soy baby, are you?
Thanks.
Yep.
Space comma, he's not making a claim. He's just a parrot. You could make that argument. You really could.
Good. Thank you.
That's all you need.
I don't know if it's all I need, but I will.
No, they're telling you it's all you need because it's the experiment with the data on the screen. And thanks, Space comma, appreciate you. And for you to, you know, watch it and be this ultra mega smart guy with the big brain, I kind of do believe he has a big brain. Either he has a really small body or he has a really big brain, because if you look at him, it's like really disproportional between body size and head size, but we'll let that go. Anyway.
I'll definitely check it out.
Well, if you need more, contact
I'll be back.
Contact Jose. Contact Jose, and Jose can contact me through Discord, and I can get more evidence for you if you need it. And if it so comes to it, I'll do it live, record the whole lot, and then prove that it can be done.
I would. I mean,
why don't you just do that anyway?
Okay.
How about that? How about just doing that anyway?
Why would he? The same thing that he just said he'd do is in the video they just gave you that you're supposed to be going to watch right now. Are you brain dead? Like, what happened to you? Well, we're going to break the tension with a little awesome little surprise from Conspiracy Cats. He feels really bad. Now, you're going to have to go to, this is an advertisement for Conspiracy Cat's new channel, The Conspiracy Cat. Okay? You see it right here? Let me zoom in on it. The Conspiracy Cat. So if you are subbed to Cats, you're missing out on content by not being subscribed to The Conspiracy, all one word, which I love what he's done here, by the way. I hope it works, because the word conspiracy is heavily censored in the algorithm. Hopefully by making it The Conspiracy and smashing it together, the algorithm won't try to mess with it. Because I do think that Cats has been a little muted by the fact that conspiracy isn't the name of his channel. I've said that before, and I hope that this will get through the algorithm, because Cats could have like 100,000 subs. I think it's the muting of that word in the name of his channel. It's hard to find his stuff. Try to find it. The Conspiracy space Cat. He said something mean about Arwijn in his last video, and being the nice guy that he is, he apologizes. Take it away, Cats.
I did kind of take a little dig at Arwijn and claim that his show was quite boring, and that's why I didn't get many viewers. And I do feel really bad about that, so I want to make this a public apology. What I'm going to do is now show some highlights from Arwijn's show, and hope that you can watch those and get engaged with it and go over and subscribe to him. And if you check out the link in the description, I probably forgot to put a link in there for him. So please check out his highlights, and I will see you this weekend.
Cats, you're such a good guy. So Cats put together the best. I mean, this is the best, absolute best clips of Arwijn's stream that's ever been produced. He all together in like a 2.5-minute clip. Free advertising. Told people to subscribe to him. What a nice guy. Arwijn, you got to be ecstatic. So let's help Arwijn out. I'm telling you to do the same thing. I want to apologize. I'm not going to copy Cats, but here it is. Damn, I might just take a cue from Cats and go find all of Arwijn's best highlights and play them here. Like 24/7 Arwijn highlights. That'll be my channel from now on. What do you guys think? So now any of you guys that were like UNIRock, you were lying about his head body proportions. I was not. Wasn't an insult. It was just literally an observation. He's been demanding observations. I gave him one. I said he was big-brained or small-bodied, one of the two. The keyboard does it, dude. The keyboard does it all. The keyboard it's the entire thing is the keyboard. Without the keyboard, there is nothing. Well, literally, there's nothing, but... Conspiracy Cats is too good, dude. Oh, my God. Conspiracy Cats, you dirty devil, you. One of the best memes ever. What kind of keyboard do you have? My God. Well, you got an amplifier on that thing? You got it plugged into a freaking guitar amp? I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying not to. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you got to wipe the sweat off everybody. Some hard work there.
Oh, goody. That's what I need.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Space comma. Yep, this was my point. I'm sorry. I'm really honestly not trying to laugh.
Okay, so
I'm
two
trying
things.
Anyway, that's a public apology to Arwijn. The Conspiracy Cat. It's one of Cat's new channels. If you're not subbed there, you're no supporter of mine, especially after that video. Okay, so let's take that internet tough guy you just saw. Those were his stream. Hey, those were just his stream highlights. Honestly, I agree with Cats completely. Those are the best clips that have ever come from his stream. And now he's here demanding things from Blue Marble and the crew.
Why should I do it?
And just do it.
I'll use the same. I'll use the same excuse that you're using. Why should I? I've just given you a link.
Well, I'll make a prediction right now. If you actually do this for him, he'll say, "Well, I didn't do it, so it doesn't count."
He will, yeah, Sean. Perfect, yeah. He's trolling. He's literally trolling. And that's why I'm showing this to you. And then after this, I'm going to discuss how we should, in the community, in the debunking community, and in any community, how you handle trolls correctly. Because there's only one way to do it. You can forgive them, and I'm going to go into that too. It's not a damning thing, but you have to handle them a certain way. Because that's all they want. They don't care to look good. They don't care to look bad. If they go in, steer the conversations, they get the attention in any form. That's what they want.
That's exactly where it's going to go. That's where it's going to go.
So it doesn't matter if I do it or not because you're going to shoot it down one excuse or another. There's a link that's got proof that it happens and it works. These guys do it. That's the fight over.
So what would a real an investigator? What do you call Arwijn? What would an actual person try to what would they do to debunk the video link that they sent over? If you just got here, the link is of a test that bounces radio waves off the moon to determine the distance to the moon. Arwijn showed up in a chat and said, "It's not real. It doesn't work. Ha, ha, ha." Basically, that's all he said up to now, 17 minutes in. So they gave him a person not only doing the test, but it's on the data from it is on the screen. So there's no, accusation or anything. You got everything in front of you. What would they do to debunk it? They would redo the test. They'd collect the data themselves. They would try to do it as close to that test as they possibly could. Then they'd go in and show in the data, after analyzing it, where it's wrong, how it's fake, how it bounced off the ionosphere and not the moon, which is Arwijn's claim. Yes, Arwijn, you did make a claim many times, over and over. Let's see if that's what Arwijn tries to do, or if he just trolls.
It's the argument finished.
You guys know what GPS says. GPS says, go sub Rider of Dinosaurs now. So go sub Rider of Dinosaurs now. Thank you, GPS.
Yeah, GPS is my dude.
So have a look at it, Arwijn, and see what you make out of that, because that gives you all the evidence you need.
Busy, do we have a cricket sound effect ready? Do you have one around? Why, dude, what do you mean you got to go load it? Get it ready. God.
All right, well, thank you, people. That's all I wanted to say. I'm out of here.
Yep, thanks, Cheers. Good one.
Now, when I was looking at this presentation of Theory, I saw some things that you know what? I'm going to have to rewatch it again. At least I got it right here in my desktop saved. I want to pay all the attention. I was paying attention to the chat, but some things I said, like, you can either contact NASA, so you can do this laser bouncing yourself, and you can do it using this machine or this little, I don't know, it's like very specific what you have to do to be able.
Okay, we're skipping ahead. You know, we're here to hear Arwin's ridiculous and stupid claims. So, and then show how he's a troll and not somebody looking for the truth or any real information. So let's skip ahead.
Yeah.
So I watched the video. And he didn't vary anything. You don't even see what he's pointing at. This is ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Well, of course it is, Arwin.
Case in point.
You don't even see what he's pointing at.
Arwin, they literally said that you would do this. They said that you would come in without doing anything and act like you had debunked it. Just hand wave debunked it. That's what you just did. You literally just made them correct. How in the world are you going to make this argument? If you want to say it's wrong, you can't just wave your hand and say debunk flat earth. You got me? Do you really not get this? Well, I know you get this because you're a troll. You are, after this stream, going to be labeled a new kind of Arwin. I've got a brand new Arwin for you, brand new name, nickname and everything. I'm going to hook you up. Just wait, because it's good. It's great. It's excellent. It's interesting.
And he doesn't change anything. It's ridiculous.
He said there was about 8 videos, Arwin.
Oh, yeah, he said a lot of things, and he showed a lot of stuff, but he didn't actually do anything.
Well,
he didn't actually show where he's pointing it at. It's a day.
Find videos that...
So what did it bounce off of exactly, however far away the moon is? What did it bounce off of then, Arwin?
There's lots of them.
Yeah, but you were so sure that this was actually going to be it, and you gave it.
It was it. You didn't debunk it.
To me, and it's not.
I'm almost positive that it's likely he showed his longitude and latitude, and it's likely that he showed the degree and where it was pointed and everything. I'm pretty sure that that's in the data. If all the data is put on the screen, then his location and where he's pointing it would be on the screen. You most likely just don't know how to read the data. This is another point that they made.
It's telling you.
I don't know. I haven't seen it myself, but I'm guessing. I don't think the guy would do the experiment and then upload it with all the data on the screen and leave out some of the most important data.
Try harder.
Got anything else?
Try harder. If you're not happy with that video, look at the other one.
He didn't change anything. He didn't.
What does that mean? He wasn't supposed to change anything. He was measuring the distance to the moon with the machine. What are you talking about?
Prove anything. He just showed a singular setup.
Yeah, there are multiple videos on YouTube of it, Arwin.
Yeah, but that's not actually what I asked for. I wanted to see the difference.
Go find it. Are you a baby? Hey, little baby. You need everybody to do your education for you. You need us to get all your links for you, little baby.
But yeah. You just don't want to
Wah.
Pointing it not at the moon. He didn't do that.
Could I just present something for a moment, please, Jose?
Can you please present the video? Because I can't believe the guy went through all the trouble of doing that in the video and didn't put the data that's required to show where he's at and where he pointed. I think Arwin wanted physically shown where it's pointed, and I don't think he's going to get that from these experiments. He's going to get in the data.
Yes, Alan. Yeah. You sound like you got your head like really deep down in the toilet or something. Sorry, just gonna find another way.
Out of season says UNIRock. What did I miss? Well, you know what? There's like at least 40 more people here now than was earlier. Let me tell you really quick. So, Arwin decided for the first time in a long time to actually try to talk to some debunkers, and he talked to BlueMarbleScience and a few other people and came in immediately saying, you didn't bounce any radio signal off the moon. It bounced off the ionosphere. I know that. You guys suck. Flat Earth. Haha. Debunked you. And they've gone through a 20-minute argument basically saying, Arwin, stop the bullshit, bro. Here's the data. Here's how you can prove it to yourself. And Arwin's using, and my argument is, he's using a tactic that is a combination of Sleeping Warrior, Quantum Eraser, and Nathan Oakley. He's combined their three really shitty disgusting, dishonorable, dishonest personalities together, and he's using the worst parts of all of those people to try to argue that, hey, you didn't measure the distance to the moon because I'm an expert and you're not Dunning-Kruger, baby. That's what you missed, and this is where we're at right here.
To say your audio is off now, man.
A little echoey, Alan.
Yeah. And guys, remember, whilst you disagree with Arwijn, he's the only person that.
Oh, wait! Out of season. You missed Conspiracy Cat's new video. You got to go see it. It's on the channel, The Conspiracy Cat. I need it brought up. I need that video on my screen.
It's gonna be mostly in disagreement, so don't shut the one person down that is disagreeing. No, you guys good, and I know Arwijn got 16 and he's been in this situation 20 times, but I'm trying to make it a little more flowy. If we got only one person that disagree with the big group.
Now, I have to make another point, and it's not to be rude. I did try to go find JG and talk to him before I did this show. I just couldn't find him. I went into Jim Panda's Discord. I tagged him. I couldn't get him. I think JG actually defends Arwijn way too much. He did it to a point where I started asking myself, what side are you on? I'm not being rude. It's just an open, constructive criticism. I'm going to try to talk to him about it. Maybe I'll try to join his show in his next stream. If I'm around when he does it, of course. I might be busy. I don't know what time he goes live, but he keeps, like, whenever somebody interrupts Arwijn, he flips out on him. But he lets Arwijn literally just interrupt. And it got to a point where I was like, dude, what is going on here? Are you trying to, stack the deck and help Arwijn out or something? And he didn't deserve it. Arwijn came into a really nice conversation, ruined it, lied, was dishonest, acted like an asshole, acted like a dick. Why defend the guy? Why not try to check Arwijn when he's doing these dishonest things instead of just letting him? And then why be so hard on the debunkers? It got to the point where several debunkers just up and left. They were like, JG, if you're going to keep taking his side when he's the one being an idiot, we're leaving. And they left. And I found that surprising. I don't know. You'll have to tell me. I've got some other stuff to talk about tonight, too, like Team Skeptic and Fight the Flat Earth are being attacked by somebody. We'll look at that in a little bit.
We should allow him to speak so we can understand their point of view. And not
Did he just say allow Arwijn to speak?
Disagree with the big group. We should allow him to speak.
Well, I hope you're not talking about Arwijn, Jose. They let him speak for 23 minutes, and all he did was cry like a little baby. He cried and drank soy from a baby bottle. That's it. That's all he did. They let him talk and talk and talk and talk. He just repeated himself and said, your evidence doesn't work, even though I'm not smart enough to be able to read the evidence. Okay.
So we can understand their point of view and not everybody shut him down, because that will help.
Thank you, Jose.
Yeah, that will help us build.
Yeah, I don't get this. No one was doing that. They were being very kind to Arwijn. Arwijn at this point deserves to be cussed out and kicked out of the discussion. That's what he deserves because he's being a little troll. But whatever. I'll give you one more chance here. Space comma, at it again. Let's see what you got. Why defend the guy? Was he getting paid? No, I don't think so. I do think, though, that it's possible that JG, being a flat earther who just converted to a glober, could have sympathies for Arwijn, maybe see Arwijn's position, maybe give Arwijn a little bit of unnecessary, I don't know what word to use, sympathy, or maybe not sympathy, but yeah, no, sympathy might work, but you get what I'm saying? And thanks for the dono, my friend. Appreciate it.
Build strawmans and misinterpretations. So if the person is here, let them speak and be.
Well, that's the problem, Jose. There were no strawmans built against Arwijn, only by him. So why in the Sam hell are you yelling at Blue and the others? You're yelling at the wrong people on this.
Heard.
Now, this could be a tactic, and that's why I said I'm willing to hear what he has to say about it, because he could be using the tactic of, I'm going to try to get on Arwyn's side. Maybe it'll give Arwyn the confidence to keep talking and keep hanging himself like he is. And for all I know, that could be what Jose's doing. So, like I said, who knows? I'm just making an observation and giving a criticism, and we'll find out someday.
Versus 15 people, then you guys are going to have a chance to address his points. But, I mean, it is okay. What needs to be done, for real.
Well, let's hope that was a show. Let's hope that you weren't being serious. Because, my God, if you were. They were being very fair with the idiot, and he was sitting there building straw men like crazy.
Hey, it's okay. I got my point through.
You didn't get your point through in any way, shape, or form, and you were dishonest.
Just for on the record, reposted the link that I watched that was given to me as supposed proof, and I'd love to hear.
How, if you admitted that the data was on the screen, Arwijn, and the person that gave you the link admitted that the data was on the screen, how are you claiming that it's lacking where the device was pointed? How could it be lacking that? It would be in the data. I really think that if the data is on the video, and Arwijn doesn't say the data wasn't, I really think it's down to the point of Arwijn just not understanding that you can represent your location on Earth with numbers, and you can represent where this dish is pointing with numbers. Because, you know, he doesn't believe that math equates to reality. Remember? They made this argument yesterday. Could that be what's wrong, Arwijn? Do you not understand the numbers?
Some other people see if they actually spotted a change in the setup, which I didn't.
Why would there need to be a change? I don't understand why you keep saying that. Which honestly, it's really weird. A change in the setup. What are you talking about?
Love to hear it.
What are you talking about?
I have a quick question for Sean Hufford and Big Blue whenever I get a minute.
Okay.
Hey, I'm getting ready to do the full COTS pendulum observation with my own pendulum that I'm working on finishing right now. If I give you and Big Blue the raw data, can you
send it to me too, whoever you are? I'd love to have it. I'll put it in a video.
To figure out my latitude from that information?
No, don't do that because I'm not going to figure out shit. But if you want to send me your results, I'll put them out.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You guys be interested in doing that?
Should be able to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm working on filming it this afternoon. I should have my pendulum done and swinging. So,
what's the length of your string?
About 7 foot.
Ooh.
So I need to go longer if I need to. I wasn't sure when I was setting it up. I can go up to 15 foot.
That's still cutting it a little tight because you want as much string as possible to give the swing as much time as possible.
All right.
Oh, I get that. I'm working with what I got here, guys.
Yeah.
What would?
Yeah, that's a lot of string. 15 feet of straight hung. Okay, I'm skipping ahead. I want to hear Arwijn cry. That's all I care about. I want to hear Arwijn cry.
With less if you have
I have a.
That's
What
right.
is that?
You might have to make up for it with the weight, though.
I have a.
Okay.
That's the way I like to see.
Touch with you guys.
Yeah, hang as much as on it as you can get away with. The more you got. I mean,
I'm just trying to find. Yes.
And also visual confirmation that the radio is being pointed at the moon.
Indeed.
They share a link, but not the actual video, which is what we want to see on YouTube.
Oh, so sad. Yeah, that's nice. This actually had a full signal reflection, but guess what? They didn't show what they were aiming it at.
I want the link. I want that link, damn it. Let me see if I can pull it up. I want to fucking look at it myself. Oh my god, it's such quality, I can't even read it. Damn it.
And it didn't vary it.
So what do you think that's 2.3 seconds away for a radio bounce for it to bounce off then?
The dome.
The dome is 400,000 miles high.
Ionosphere?
Or would it be 280,000? I don't know. However far. Somebody type how far away the moon. I'll look it up.
Dome.
I don't want to be like Arwijn. I'll look up my own stuff.
The ionosphere is a lot closer than that.
Something, but yeah, there's no proof that it was bouncing off the moon because they
Jesus Christ. Okay, 240,000. All right.
didn't even show that it was pointing at the moon.
Hang on.
And they didn't change it. So sorry.
What do you mean they didn't change it? What does that even mean? Yeah, ding dong?
What do you mean change it?
Yeah, thank you. Oh my God, it took that long to ask him.
What does change it mean?
He's been saying that for 20 minutes. So thank you finally, Blue, for asking.
The direction. So they didn't bury it.
What?
They changed the direction so they didn't vary it. What are you talking about?
To explain what Arwijn's trying to find, he's trying to find a signal that's actually getting a moon bounce, and then they move the aerial to another direction so it's not getting a bounce.
Oh my God, bro. If you want to see what it looks like to not get a bounce, send a signal out into space. Ding dong.
That's what he's looking for.
He's a ding dong.
Am I correct, Arwijn?
I have to, by the way, for anyone that wonders why, I'm saying ding dong because I can't cuss. YouTube doesn't like us to cuss anymore.
Yes. And also visual confirmation that the
No, you don't need visual anything. All you need is, and I bet you it's in the first video, dude. I bet it is. You need the latitude, longitude, or some other representation of where you are on the Earth with the degrees and you know, north, south, east, west, whatever, of where your dish is pointing. And then you can go and look at where the moon was on that night and say, oh, look, it was pointing at the moon.
Radio is being pointed at.
I don't know why they're not doing it. One of them should just click in and be like, oh, they did show where they're at, you know?
The moon.
Indeed.
Yeah. And if somebody does that experiment to his...
And if they do it, is Arwijn, after 30 minutes of arguing, willing to say, okay, the moon is 240,000 miles away. By the way, why does this matter? Because, you know, if you do prove to Arwijn that the moon is 240,000 miles away and he can't argue it anymore, he's still going to say, okay, the Earth is flat and the moon's 240,000 miles away. That's all he's going to do. It's a waste of time.
Standards, then the next question will be now proof for first principles.
His next question is going to be, what's the natural phenomena?
No, his next question is going to be, okay, the Earth is still flat.
No. If I actually get something that actually confirms to it, I'll just be really surprised and pondering upon that for a long time.
Well, why the hell are you bugging these debunkers specifically? If I want to know something, thank God I can go out and find all these different scientists from all these different locations that have done all these different experiments, and I can look at it myself. And yes, they do put out the results. That's part of the scientific method, scientific process. They have to. It's one of the last points, peer review or submitting it out for people to be able to fact check you and argue against you, and they all do it. Why not, instead of harassing them, go look yourself, educate yourself with any of the 100,000 people in the last 5 years that have done the experiment, come back here once you've educated your dumbass, and then talk to them about the results and ponder it with them, because you're trolling them. Oh, yeah.
Because that's confusing if it would actually be.
That's why this video exposes Arwijn so much. What he did was he went and had this conversation and then uploaded it on his channel so he could be like, haha, see, I trolled all these guys. Flat Earthers love me. I trolled these guys.
True, but so far, not so much.
Now, why people are saying that you're saying nah is you're not providing a counter argument. You're not providing a counter argument, and the data you're looking for is everywhere out there. They're not just saying you can go get it from these 8 YouTube videos. They're saying, here are 8 YouTube videos we've found amongst the, you know, many different ways. You could go to a library and read about this. Oh. Space comma. Why is Arwijn doing this question mark? ... Money, says Space comma. I agree with you. And that's the whole point of this. I'm showing this because we're going to have a discussion about trolls after this in the debunking community. And yes, I do even mean the flat earthers that you come over and try to talk to the debunkers and try to troll them and play these games. Arwijn, look, this is something, if I was running by the way, I do run conversations and interviews all the time. And if somebody jumped in and was doing this, the first thing I'd think is, there's not a lot of value for the listener to hear this guy cry about this over and over and over. Now, since it's Arwijn, and since it's one of the first times he's jumped off the channel in a while, I find it valuable to watch this, and I'm kind of glad he recorded this and let this happen. But for the most part, not when it's one of the other YouTube creators, but when any other random troll jumps into these conversations, they do the same thing Arwin's doing right here. And they're not, you know, they don't have a thought in their head. They're not trying to find an answer. They're not trying to make a point. They're trying to talk as much as they can, get as much attention as they can, and derail the conversation and ruin the show, you know? That's why a lot of people will say, oh, I want to come in there and talk, and or they'll complain about getting kicked out of a live chat. I had some dude do that in Nathan Oakley's show earlier. Oh, by the way, did I show that yet?
Another reason why we're looking at this today is because Arwijn timed me out over and over and over again in the Quantum Erasers channel today. For no reason. I didn't troll him. I wasn't rude to him. Basically, because I typed and his name was in the comment, he deleted my comment. Because he was very triggered. Just by the comment being from me. And I logged into my main channel and he did it again. I logged back into UNIRock 2 and I said, what, did I hurt Arwijn's FeeFee's? And he got me again. Then I saw one of them, you know, complaining at SCIMANDAN, but I didn't even see SCIMANDAN there. So they either kicked SCIMANDAN or he wasn't there and this guy's just yelling at SCIMANDAN. And then Nathan Oakley himself, after I started debunking. So Quantum Eraser was doing Master Science NPC presentation part 2. And I started debunking him as he was talking in the live chat. So Oakley decided to say yay to me. Thanks, Oakley. All right.
Not providing an objection. You're just saying, I am not convinced by this.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
So
no, you didn't provide the proof that was asked.
Yes, they did. Not only did they, but thousands of other people have.
In order to actually prove it.
You're just lazy, Arwijn. You won't go to a library. You won't read a book. You won't go to a college. You won't even go back to high school and finish. Or middle school. I meant middle school. Sorry.
It's not an It's not what was asked for.
Can I just ask, what do you think that it's bouncing off if it's not bouncing off the moon? And let's be realistic, because
that's not my point. I'm not.
That's not his point. He doesn't care. His point is to troll you guys.
The one making it.
Because then he can upload it to his channel afterwards and use it for entertainment for the idiots that give him $1 on Patreon.
A claim of a signal bouncing off the moon.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find proof of your claim.
No, you're not. You don't need them for that.
Yes, and the problem is that people, when they prove these things, when they do these experiments, don't necessarily count on flat earthers challenge.
The flat earthers that are left are the people that have rejected for years all the experiments, all the data, all the evidence, all of the truth. So at this point, like if you would have a few years ago said this, I'd be like, well, there's some new flat earthers out there. No, now it's just the ones that have been, they're holding on for dear flat life. That's the only ones left.
Changing the nature of reality and scientific research. I understand what you're asking for from the perspective of this conversation that we're having right now.
I don't know why you said that, Barney. I mean, I'm cool with you. I like you, bro. I don't understand why you would give him anything here. He's obviously trolling you.
Now, about flat earth and all of that, yes, it's a fairly reasonable request. Like,
no, it's not. No, it's not. What do you mean it's a fairly reasonable request to specifically have you do all the work for Arwijn and sit down and try to walk him through it like a 5-year-old? No, he's not a 5-year-old. The dude's like 50.
If your position is genuine, that request is fair enough, but
his position's not genuine in any way. No matter what you say to the guy, he's going to walk away laughing straight to the Patreon bank. Okay, that was not funny. I tried.
Yeah, I don't think you will find scientists who are trying to satisfy your level of proving everything from first principles. But it's possible.
I don't expect them to.
You do. You do expect them to. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you don't expect the scientists to. Maybe you just grab what the scientists do, misinterpret it so that you can go torture, you know, debunkers.
I don't expect them to, okay? I'm just looking for proof.
Again, he's repeating himself. He knows where the proof is. He just doesn't care.
Of the claim.
Yes.
That is all.
So that means that one of us needs to get a radio set and do the experiment
for you instead of you, Arwijn, because this just goes to show how lazy you are. Not only how incompetent and ignorant, but how lazy you are.
To satisfy these specifications. That
normal person would say, I'll do the experiment. I'll spend the money. I know. I'll go to work. if I don't make enough money on YouTube to buy the necessary stuff for the experiment, I'll go to work and work a job, and then I'll go buy the radio and the dish, and then I'll send out the signal. I'll go to take a class so I can interpret the data, and I'll do it myself. Not Arwijn. No. He needs Big Blue to do it.
That you have listed, because you're not going to find the obvious stuff in publicly shared videos. It's the same thing we had with chemo yesterday, with videos of things falling in vacuum at the same speed, things of different weight falling. Yes, a video which will satisfy the requirements that he asks for can be made. We don't perform every experiment to prove everything from first principles. We don't have to.
Joe.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you could back up your claim with proper evidence, it would be a lot easier to argue this from your side. That's
the part where I said that's a reasonable request given the conversation that we're having. But that's not something that I can supply in this hangout, so I kind of shut up on the topic.
Can I ask you
that's something that I can strive to do over a course of a couple of weeks or months if I decide that I want to invest that much money and effort into just satisfying your curiosity.
Yeah, what is your religion worth to you? You know, that's the whole point. What is it worth to you?
I want to ask something of you guys and the panel. Didn't Toady say
my religion is my own personal thing, and I don't need you to believe in the gods that I believe in.
Oh, come on. You know I was making a joke.
This just in. Breaking news report. We have some of Arwijn's best stream highlights straight from Conspiracy Cats. Take a look. Damn, that's boring. If you want to see the rest of Arwijn's live stream highlights, go to the channel The Conspiracy, no space, Cat. Not only watch it, but subscribe now. Craig, what now? Craig Sprilly Shilly? Flat Earthers don't do, they demand others to do in the hope that person will not be bothered. Very good point. Copernicus thinker, maybe he thinks he's creating. Oh, damn it, dude, that chat's flying. Space comma comma. You're welcome for the reminder, says Space. Yes, thank you, Space comma comma. Maybe he thinks he's creating a flat-tard porn show. Maybe. Anyway, a couple more highlights from Arwijn's stream, straight from The Conspiracy Space Cat, and we're getting back to it. Riveting. What other adjectives would describe these highlights? Type them in the chat now. Amazing. Oh, I have one. Sexy. Shut up, Busy. Back to the show.
Yeah, I know, and I'm responding in kind.
Dudes.
All right. But looking forward to it, if somebody's really going to do it, I just want to see some kind of backing to this claim of the story that's been going around for a very long time.
Didn't Toady say in the beginning of his presentation that they had been bouncing or trying to off the moon for years before and were getting sporadic or erratic?
They did. In fact, they've been doing this since before the moon landings, and they put reflectors on the moon to help with these types of tests that we use to this day, which in fact is proof that we have gone to the moon. If you compare the data that we got back before they went to the moon with the data from after, why is there such better data if you aim your radio or laser signal directly at the reflector? Damn, sounds like moon evidence to me, but back to you, Arwijn.
Results. So you're pointing away or varying it has already occurred before they put the mirrors on there. Didn't I hear that?
Really nice. That's more talk and not the actual proof.
Wow. That's Arwijn's response to everything. Just talk. In fact, I get his point, right? I mean, I should have to redo an experiment every time I need a new person to understand the experiment, right? I shouldn't record an experiment. That's just a recording. I shouldn't describe the experiment to you. Those are just words. I shouldn't write it down, draw it out, and record everything about it and hand it to you so that you know exactly what happened and can reproduce it for yourself if you doubt it. No. I should set it all up and do it specifically for each person that asks me after I do an experiment, because hell, I don't have any better time in my life. I don't have anything else to do.
That's the issue. You know, the talk has been going forever. The whole talk has been going since they presupposed it.
That's true. They've been doing this shit since the invention of the radios. Yeah. I mean, hell. And remember, according to Arwijn also, it's a conspiracy. They've been lying about all the data they've gathered with radio, radar, sonar, and other signals. They lie about that stuff. It's a conspiracy. Julius Caesar himself lied about it. I don't know. I can't think right now. The stupid is killing my brain cells.
I'm asking you a question. Didn't Toady say that in his presentation? You're asking of whether or not they buried it, and you got the answer to that now, and yet you're...
Yes, you did answer him. All right. You finally brought it back up. Only, 30 minutes of this, but okay, what's his answer?
Still nuh-uh-ing.
Well, first off, I didn't...
Nuh-uh-ing. I love that. I'm going to start using that. Nuh-uh-ing. How do you spell that? Nuh, which is N-A, space, U-H, U-H, and then I-N-G. Nuh-uh-ing. I love it.
Watch Toadie's presentation. I just came in and popped
He
on.
already showed
Secondary...
you.
Wait. Oh, hold on. Rewind. What'd he say?
Watch.
Answer to that now, and yet you're still nuh-uh-ing.
Well, first off, I didn't watch Toadie's presentation.
Whoa. Wee wow. 33 minutes of you sitting there stating that these guys are wrong. And you admit, I can't believe you admit. Why didn't you lie? You lie about a bunch of other stuff every day, all day long. Your whole life is a lie. Why did you tell the truth here? You just admitted that you don't even know what they did. You didn't even see the presentation. You don't even know. You literally could be proven wrong yourself in his presentation, which you are, by the way. And you're sitting here willing to do this in front of a bunch of people. And you know that all the debunkers are going to pull it up and laugh at it afterwards. What are you doing?
I just came in and popped on. Secondary, did he actually show the video?
Dude, he's a big man, bro. You don't want to mess with Arwijn. He will talk over you like Oakley non-stop. You better watch out. You better be scared, bro.
Video of exactly what I asked for. Did he show it? Did he show the video of a demonstration of it actually
what's going on is, Sean asked a question.
Okay, hold on now. There was somebody talking, and they made a good point, and then Arwijn interrupted. Is Jose going to scold Arwijn and tell him to shut up and wait, or is he going to join in on the globe bashing? Take a listen.
And when Arwijn starts answering, and Sean hears something that he doesn't agree, you decide to interrupt Arwijn, right, Sean? You cannot take notes, remember?
Wait, Sean did that? I didn't even hear Sean.
Remember, and wait for Arwijn to make his point so you can...
See, this is what I don't like. This is the secondary point that I'm making tonight. Why did Jose continue to defend Arwijn all through this when, one, Arwijn just interrupted somebody, didn't let him finish a point, and two, his whole argument is a waste of time. Literal waste of time. I don't get it. I still can't figure it out.
You have a go, right, Sean? Is that how you want to do it?
Shane.
I'm sorry. I mean.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right. He's yelling at the guy that was talking. All right.
Shane all the time. Yeah. Is that how you want to do it, Shane?
No, he actually said, okay, this is what I heard. I just want to sum it up.
And yeah, you should, but Arwin's probably going to interrupt you again, and then Jose's probably going to yell at you if you try to talk while he's interrupting you. I know.
He wants to see them turn their laser away from the mirrors. That's his proof. That's what he wants to see. And I just wanted to point out that in Toadie's presentation, he already talked about that having been done before.
Bam. Done. Moot point. The presentation did say it, so everything Arwin's been arguing this entire time has already been answered. 2, Arwijn admits he didn't watch the presentation, so maybe that's why he thought he could use this ridiculous argument. But 3, they said this 30 minutes ago. Arwijn still just kept going with it.
Yeah, but I don't want to see somebody talking about it.
Then go look at it. Go find it. Again, repeating it. I got to remember, I can't keep criticizing because these are repeat arguments. I just need to let it play. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
See it being done.
Oh, I see.
Yes, that's right. Evidence, not talk.
No, it's all talk. It's all talk, Arwijn.
I'm not going to be convinced then either.
I've heard enough talk about it, actually.
Do what, Busy? I couldn't hear you. Arwijn was talking over you, Busy. Try one more time. Oh, we've got more footage in from Arwin's riveting live stream. Play it. Now, Busy, these are the best highlights he's ever done, right? Yes? The best? Absolute best? Thank you, Busy. Now, Busy, are you trolling him? You're not, right? These truly are the best highlights from his stream. Okay. Now, make sure you subscribe to The Conspiracy Space Cat for sending us this excellent footage.
Actually being doable. I want to see a demonstration.
Arwijn, what kind of proof can you present to us that you will accept that you will actually...
exactly what it requires.
Now, Arwijn, you got to stop interrupting Blue. He's been nothing but courteous to you. I have never even heard Blue be mean to anyone, even on his show. He makes some jokes. Everybody can agree jokes are fine. His jokes is him talking to Gladys, who I really do. I like Gladys. I really do love the donkey, Gladys, on Big Blue. BlueMarbleScience. Stop interrupting him.
No, you asked me what proof. I give you an answer.
Yeah, he wasn't finished with the question, Arwijn. Please let him get the question.
Oh my God! Did Jose actually tell Arwijn to shut up for once? Thank God.
To know what kind of proof you're willing to present to us, that you are willing to accept the proof that you're asking for if you get it. Because so far, all we see from you guys is you say we want this, we do, and we run and we do that,
and then what happens? They say it's not good enough, or that the Earth is still flat.
We give it to you, and it's not good enough. Now, what proof can you provide that you're willing to accept this?
What?
Oh my God! Now this is another reason I don't believe that Arwijn didn't get it. He's trolling Blue. I want to make this point. If you like BlueMarbleScience, and I do, it's a great channel, then you should be really pissed off at Arwijn. Stop trolling Blue.
Willing to accept? No. Look, if I see evidence, and it is actually evidence, I will definitely.
Now, remember what he just said. If he sees evidence, and it is actually, so there has to be a condition that only Arwijn gets to determine that makes it evidence. Anything else, even if it is evidence, even if it is real, even if it is testable, recordable, and reproducible, fact-checkable, it's not evidence if it doesn't meet Arwijn's criteria for evidence.
I will accept the evidence for what it is.
I want you to.
It doesn't mean that I'm going to go along with any kind of presuppositions.
What I want you to
that there is something then.
Arwijn, what I want you to do is go get a notarized statement guaranteeing us that you will accept this evidence if we.
Now, everybody is about to disagree with Blue that Arwijn needs a notarized statement that he'll accept it. And I don't disagree with Blue. I see exactly what he's saying. What is a notarized statement? It's a thing you write that you go and agree with somebody who is a professional to witness the fact that you're going to do what it says. They sign that what it says on the paper you've agreed to present. I think with people like Arwijn or other trolls in any debunking community or anyone making a claim, I think that if they've been determined to be deceptive, to lie, to be malicious, to just troll a lot, this is not something unreasonable. It costs $1 to get something stamped. To go and say, yes, he did agree to this. A neutral party that's not related in any way witnessed him agree to it and write it. That person signed it, gave their reputation that this was agreed to. If they lie like they do constantly and move the goalpost and constantly do what Arwijn's been doing, why would it be a bad idea? Now, everybody's going to disagree with Blue. That's why I'm making that point. And Copernicus Thinker says, GoFundMe to get Arwijn a t-shirt, any shirt. You're not going to like me anymore, but... Oh, we've got more footage of Arwin's best clips. Hit me with it, Busy. Riveting. Entertaining. Handsome. Okay. Back to it. So Blue just interjected with, go get a notarized statement that says, I agree to accept the evidence if it's confirmable, provable evidence.
We present it to you.
That's
ridiculous.
That's
Arwin says it's ridiculous. Somebody else says it's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
You noticed Arwin used verbiage.
It's not ridiculous. Any liar. So if you're going to take a pathological liar or somebody that lies constantly about a certain thing and you're going to accept their word on something, how else do you take another level, have another thing? Now, this is an extreme situation. I would never ask it from anybody, but in the case where Blue has listened to Oakley, Nathan, and Arwin for a long time on his show, systematically debunked them week after week after day that he uploads, and continually gets them to just ignore what he puts out, ignore all of his evidence, and still maintain that the earth is flat. If they want Blue to take him seriously, why would this be so ridiculous in this extreme situation? In any other situation, yes, I'll agree it's ridiculous.
Just now they said he won't accept it. It has to be evidence that he believes is evidence, and that's...
Great point. We just heard Arwin say this. He just said, I won't accept it unless I can confirm it's evidence. So that's exactly what Arwin said. I made sure to repeat it for you twice, just so now hear what Arwin said.
No, that's not what I said at all.
It is what you said, Arwin.
Oh,
that's exactly what you said.
It is exactly what he said. If he determines it to be evidence, he'll accept it. He made sure to specify
Put it in my mouth. No,
that is exactly what you just said.
It's exactly what he said. I'll back that up because I got it recorded.
Okay. That's exactly what you said. That is exactly what you said.
And I want those conditions.
What is going on there, Jose, is that Arwin's lying. He literally just made a statement, and now he's turning around and saying he didn't make the statement. So, yeah, everybody who's getting pissed at Arwin definitely should be. So this is an upload by Arwin. It's the most crazy upload you've ever heard. Why would anyone want other people to hear them continually be debunked and continually act like an idiot like this and continually troll? But since he did, we'll react to it.
Conditions to be
You
met.
said he said it. He said he didn't say it. Can we drop the...
No, what are you talking about? It literally happened 30 seconds before this. It happened right before it. If it was something from 10 minutes ago, fine, yeah. I don't remember what happened 10 minutes ago. It happened 30 seconds before this.
The petty argument. I have a question along...
Wow, strange. Jose wants him to drop it. Okay, sorry, I'll stop. I don't want Jose being mad at me. I just do not understand why he takes Arwin's side all but that one time.
On the same lines. Can you show me anything in nature that satisfies the level of evidence? Like any experiment that you know of that satisfies your criteria of...
No, he can't. He can lie to you, though. He can try to go outside of what he just said. But no, there's no freaking way. How is he? He won't take it if someone else does it. He won't take it unless... fuck, dude. I mean, it's so specific, I'd go on forever. Everything you just heard Arwin say about how this moon bounce experiment is wrong, how are you ever going to present an experiment that would meet the criteria?
Proof. Anything at all. About anything at all. Just
name something. Name something. I'll say.
Why is this so hard?
I don't. Something that you accept is true, that you consider proven.
Okay. Well, that water starts boiling if you increase the heat continually at some point. I accept that.
Okay.
That's not like this at all. By the way, it's not an experiment. One, you could make it one. But whatever.
Chemical reactions happen and that it changes the type of matter. There's so much I absolutely...
You'd have to list a specific one and then how you'd test it and how you'd accept it. I think this goes to show how, one, it proves my point, he's trolling, but two, that he's just got this basic manner of looking at the world, you know?
I agree because it's been empirically proven and you can actually repeat the experiment.
You can repeat this one too. You're just not smart enough to be able to determine whether it bounced off the moon or whether it bounced off of something else. So how would you do that? I've been thinking about it. I have an idea. So if you take the radio waves and over a period of, I don't know, 100 years, test bouncing it off of things that are near you, and then bouncing it off things that are farther away, and up to the point of miles away, right? Trying to maybe bounce it off of an airplane. I don't know. Find things you can bounce them off of. And I have no clue. I'm literally thinking off the top of my head. Why would it be crazy to then find out what the difference is between the waves, the time it takes for them to hit something a mile, something 100 feet, something 2 miles, something 5 miles? If you know how long it takes for them to bounce and come back, why is it crazy to think that you could do it with the moon? It's not. In fact, I can't think of a single reason that would back up Arwin's point that measuring the distance to the moon in this manner could be impossible or could be wrong. You get what I'm saying? I just want to add that in. If anyone can think of one, let me know.
In order to prove it for yourself. Or
okay, can you and you can repeat this experiment for yourself. That claim stands for both sides.
And that's what I'm trying to say, yeah. You could actually, find many things to bounce the waves off of, and then take the measurements yourself, do a tiny bit of math, and then bounce it off the moon.
And, boiling the water is obvious, but...
I mean, as long as the wave is powerful enough to reach the moon and back.
Does that satisfy the level of proof that you're asking for? Do you have... Yes. Do you have the raw data? Have you measured the temperature of the flame, the temperature of the kettle?
Are you sure that it's not something else making the water boil, like using steel instead of iron? Is it you have to have oxygen in the air to make it boil? It doesn't work with helium or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could play this stupid word game over and over with any argument. And that's when I kind of realized that, I can think of one. I'm sure you can as well, says Space Comma. Oh, I got several. Then I got this thought in my head. Really, the way that they argue, Riley, Arwin, these other guys, you could argue anything. It's not a specific, none of their arguments are specific arguments to this experiment or specific arguments to some phenomena that questions the shape of the earth. It's just an argument that you could use in any situation. You notice that? So if I wanted to, I could use the same argument like he's saying to argue about boiling water, an experiment that involves how far an arrow will shoot out of a bow, a specific bow with a specific string, and then how far it'll shoot with a different string, right? You could debunk any of those arguments in the manner Arwin is with his argument regardless. It's not specific here. He's not taking, a piece of data here that he says is wrong, like, oh no, the radio waves actually move this fast and you got that wrong, so it messed up your whole experiment. He's trying to take a catch-all argument and apply it to anything that has to do with the shape of the earth.
That's not necessary. That's not necessary.
Yeah,
exactly. I was very specific.
So if you put a kettle in certain conditions, the water will boil, right? And if you put a radio...
Exactly. Thank you. That's a good point. See, this is good. This will help Arwin get it. Thanks for subbing.
A device in certain conditions, you will get a signal bounce, right? So that part, I think we agree. That was kind of your initial point of it bounces off the ionosphere or it bounces off something.
Yeah,
right?
but that's good. But that brings in a more difficult point.
Oh, here we go, right? Now here's something else. Now you're starting to understand my argument. Very soon you will debunk my argument. Let me complicate my argument a little bit.
Point though, because the ionosphere is not a physical object.
Arwin, please, let me finish.
See? You were right, Blue. You were right. The other people there, other than Jose, who didn't make a single argument against him or try to keep him quiet when he was interrupting anyone. Okay, I'll stop. They said this before. He literally had it in his head. He knew the minute he thinks you're going to get close to figuring out what he's saying and come up with a way to respond, that satisfies all of his insane conditions. He's already got several in the back of his mind because I think that's what him and these other guys do in any argument. I think that Oakley has just conditioned himself to come up with it on the fly. And I think Sleeping Warrior has, I don't think he's as good at it as Oakley is, but I think he's just a little more prone to use more blanketed arguments and the same arguments that are so out there that he can apply it to anything. So he's got those arguments like really wound down. And this is Arwijn testing his own method, which is a little bit of each person. You see what I'm saying?
Draw a conclusion that if something can bounce off the ionosphere, that it's not just physical objects that things bounce off.
Here we go. Now, look, what's his argument? Well, he just laid his hand on the table, right? Why did you argue for 40 minutes this argument? So that when they came back and said, now we've finally given you what you wanted, you're not a flat earther anymore, right? He could say, no, because since the ionosphere can bounce stuff off of it, then, that means there could be another non-physical object that you're bouncing off of, and therefore, flat earth. And that's exactly what he's doing. It's exactly what he's doing. Why do radio waves bounce off the ionosphere? Well, I'm sure it's not all damn radio waves, Arwijn. Probably a certain band does. I don't know. I haven't studied this shit in so long, and I just barely read about it in school. It's probably a certain band bounces off of the ionosphere, and then the other bands get through and can bounce off of the moon. And that's why you've got to be very smart, do a lot of testing, do a lot of work to be able to, and that's why people like you that's why people like Arwijn, Nathan Oakley, and Sleeping Warrior have an easy time going in and playing their games in complex subjects. So not only have I shown you that Arwijn is just trolling, I've already shown you that he comes preloaded with several arguments that are done by Oakley and the others in Quantum Eraser. He's preloaded so that even if somehow you spend enough time sifting through the madness of this guy, by the way, these are the best highlights from his live streams, the best ones, he's going to be ready. And I bet if you could somehow answer his stupid argument about the ionosphere isn't solid and blah, 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 so that means your moon reading could be messed up too there too, so I can cast out on it, ha, ha, ha. He's probably got something else in the back of his mind. He's probably got 20 idiotic arguments in the back of his mind. So what happens if you let Arwijn into your stream and you talk with him? He's just going to keep trying to apply Nathan Oakley semantics and Sleeping Warrior semantics to anything you talk about. He's not desiring to understand you. He's not desiring to debunk something. He doesn't desire, let me restart because it's about to get to the end. He doesn't desire to learn anything. He just desires to put on a troll act anywhere he goes, anywhere Oakley goes, anywhere Sleeping Warrior goes, so that they can appease the trolls that follow them and donate to them. So, we've got a little more of this miserable stream to go through, but instead, let's hit some of the other content that we've got for the night. Let's break this up a little bit, because if you get too much stupid, you start losing brain cells. I've lost millions watching this shit with Arwijn. Millions. Can't do it. Can't take it anymore. Now, it turns out that this whole argument has been going on for a while. And I found this clip. Actually, I think Negative Exponents gave it to me. Oh, am I lagging a little bit? I'm lagging a little bit, aren't I? We're back. All right. Sorry about the lag, guys. My internet's a little funky. I found this clip from 170. It was a Toady presentation. Now, this is the same one that Arwijn was in, but I guess this happened before Arwijn got in there. Yeah, because here's Arwijn, and then that's when Arwijn leaves. I'm a communication specialist due to my military career, and I can't explain it to lay people, says space, comma, comma. There you go, dude. That kind of further backs up this point that I'm making, that if they can argue this targeted funkiness towards radio waves, they also do it, for Coriolis. They also do it for these other. And I know I've taken a long time to make my point, but my major point is, how are they going to argue against complex points that it takes lay people a good long while to become a professional at, when instead they could use their defunct resources, which is their brains, to try to spell out some of the basic stuff, right? Professor Dave Explains, by the way, I put that in their chat today too. Why haven't they addressed any of the points Professor Dave Explains made? Professor Dave Explains laid out at least 100 points in 3 different videos that completely debunk the flat earth. They're very basic concepts, like when you throw a ball up in the back of a car, you catch the ball. It arcs right back to you. And, you know, he explains Coriolis in a basic way and shows how they're wrong about it. And even no matter how much they want to argue the complex parts of Coriolis, they're still not focusing in on the thing that they could actually discuss and understand that will show that the Earth's not flat, right? So this is what these guys do, these trolls do. So they have an unending amount of content that when applied to their troll army viewers, confuses the troll army enough, like I said before. Instead, the troll armies, I can't understand complex radio wave arguments. I don't understand complex Coriolis arguments. And in my confusion, my wallet somehow wound up in my hand. And oh my God, it's like I'm hypnotized. My credit card, super chat time. You get me? You got me.
Elevation and altitude. He's also well known for his pre-prep work, where he uses many rainbow colors.
So this is the... Okay, so here's the actual video, and I guess, and I haven't seen this yet, it turns out on Jose's channel, it looks like, what's his name? Toady? Toady goes in and starts to do this presentation. So let's just look at it really fast, because this is the thing that Arwijn didn't watch, but I'll be damned if he didn't jump in and claim to be able to debunk it for an hour. What we will show: history of laser ranging interferometry experiments. How does LRI work? Thank God they've broken it down to LRI. I hate that word. What do we know about lunar reflectors? Laser ranging interferometry observations. Specific focus on how Apollo Observatory operates. Evidence of landings on the moon due to results from the LRI. Challenges with LRI observatories and indirect globe evidence. More evidence for gravity, and final thoughts. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but this is what Arwijn skipped over, of course. Let me bring it down. So he put in a little bit about the history. He's showing how they work and how the observatories function and what the detectors are, and Apollo photon pulse returns times results, evidence of landing and data and results. I mean, this is a good presentation. It probably would have done Arwijn well to actually listen to it before he made a fool out of himself, pretending like he could debunk it with this stupid... This entire thing, Arwijn is claiming he can debunk, and did for an hour while he trolled Blue Marble and Toady? Yeah, Toady. I didn't know that that's Quantum Eraser. That's Quantum Eraser. Right there. That's him. It all is starting to make sense. All of it's starting to come together. This is the Flat Earth debate. This is the guy who does the Master Science presentation 1 and 2. Well, lucky for us, Quantum Eraser went live today with part 2 of his Master Science presentation. So let's take a look at it real quick. Why don't we? Now, we debunked his first presentation so easily. I was shocked. I was shocked that day when we went live and started to debunk him. Wait, was that it? No. Because all I did to debunk him... Oh, that's why I have that pulled up. All I did right here, Quantum Eraser Erased, was pull up his source. So in all of his presentations... He takes Microsoft Word 1996 and types up some stuff, and he pulls from NASA.gov and this university and that university. So all I did was pause the video, type the link, read the page, and show that he was cherry picking. He would take the molecules are in control random to a container, bouncing off the walls of a container, and the peels to the equal to the container, and the container. But if you scroll down, then he would say, see, having an atmosphere that doesn't have a barrier is a violation of the second law of thermodynamics. then I would scroll down from what he just read, and it would say, in order to have our atmosphere behave the way it is, gravity holds it on the place as a container would, thus making his entire master science presentation ironically debunked by his very sources. And I have a feeling, I have this weird feeling that, here we go, if I watch part 2 of his master science presentation, we can go to the sources that he links here, read them, and debunk him again today. Then again, Oakley and Arwijn and Quantum Eraser know that I debunked his last master science presentation easily. So I'm thinking maybe he's actually checked his sources and read all of them. And maybe if he has a source where there's a debunkery in the same source, he's probably found a different source that's smaller and shorter. So we're looking for 2 things. We're going to go through this in a little quicker than we did last time because I want to get back to D-Live. But we're going to go through and see if his source debunks him. And if it doesn't, we're going to look to see if it's a short source. Okay? Because in his first Master Science presentation, some of them were very, very short. And it was hard to find any extra information in them that could debunk him. And I bet he's compensated for that with this one. All right? So let's try it. Who's going to win, Quantum Eraser? You or I? Should I have said you or me? Busy? No, it's okay. We're talking about Quantum Eraser. He doesn't understand the difference. Wait, does he play the intro? Tell me he plays the Nathan. Oh, wait, is that it? Hold up. Where is he? I'll just let it play. There it is. Oh, yeah, if you're going to play that, I'm going to replace it. I'm going to replace your intro really quick, Quantum Eraser. I got a better one that I made for you. Here it is. Much better.
No car crashes from Paula? No, I don't think so.
No.
How are you? Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, I feel a lot better. We've been seeing a chiropractor.
No. Let's go to the presentation. Here it is. Here is Quantum Eraser's The Globe Terminator. You already know what kind of Terminator he is, right? Master Science Part 2.
Yeah, you're on now.
So what I'll do, John, if you don't mind, I will send you a link in the side chat for the Wayback Machine, dated the 14th of April this year.
By the way, tonight's live... Oh my God, why am I demonetized already? YouTube, you got to stop this. I didn't curse. I didn't show any sensitive topics. This is ridiculous. We're going to stop live streaming, YouTube. You're going to get us to stop live streaming if you don't quit demonetizing us for no reason in the beginning of our stuff. By the way, this live stream is... The reason I'm doing it is I have to watch some of this stuff so that I can make this video tomorrow. I have a video that I need to finish, and this is going to be part of it. So instead of doing it offline and alone, I figured, hey, let's go live. Let's do it with the peeps.
Yeah. Would you mind opening the Wayback Machine up for the audience and show them what it said then, and then show what it says now, and you'll see that someone's changed it again because they don't.
What?
And then show what it says now, and you'll. Machine dated the 14th of April. A link in the side chat for the Wayback Machine.
Well, no shit. Wikipedia is to be changed. The entire point of Wikipedia is somebody writes an article and then other people come in and add to it and correct it. And I mean, that's what Wikipedia is. It's a wiki. You know what a wiki is, right? Hold on. Let me show you. Okay. A wiki is a website that allows collaborative editing of its content and structures by its users. What? I'm buffering again? Replay? Oh, shit. Well, we're just going to go to DLive then, if there's an issue. I don't want it. Damn it. That means it's going to be 2 separate videos on YouTube now. Excellent. That makes sense. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Play some music while I do it, I suppose. YouTube has been doing this all day. It did it earlier to the point where I had to restart the stream completely. All right, let me see what I can do here. No, everything's right. I could tell when it started doing it because I got a red signal from YouTube, and then I noticed that we disconnected and we went down to like 60 viewers, and then we went back up to 100, and then it goes down to, and then it disconnects, it goes down to like 50, and then goes back up to 150. So sounds like I got it done up. What was the laser reflector vid from Blue or Arwijn? Okay, let me show you. Give me a second to try to get my stream working, and I'll give you guys all the sources. And tomorrow I'll be uploading a video about all of this, like I said. So let me just make sure I get it for you real fast. Basically, all my settings are perfect. There's only one thing that I could change, and I really don't want to, but let me try it. I'm going to go offline for seconds, and it's not going to disconnect. It's not going to change anything, okay? So you guys aren't even going to notice. But let me try it, because, you know, we can't keep streaming if it's going to buffer. So let me try this. Don't go anywhere. It'll come right back on. Here we go. Make sure I can do this fast. Got to click general, then output. Okay, and then I got to close it. Okay, here we go. Reconnect. Reconnect stream. Reconnect. Okay, good. Okay, it took it. Now we just got to get a green signal. Give me 1 second. I know, Renee. I know. I've heard a lot of other creators having this problem too in the last couple days. It's not really that big of a deal because I need some motivation to pour all my time into edited videos. But honestly, that's what we're doing right now anyway. This is just practice for my edited video tomorrow. But anyway, we're back up. Our signal's still yellow, but I'm going to go ahead and roll with it. I've got a perfect output, by the way. No dropped frames. No slow signal. 5,000 K a second going out to YouTube. I mean, it's absolutely perfect. I could increase it. Let me see if it'll help for me to increase it up. I'll go up to 6. Oh, I can't do it unless I'm offline. I'll do it for my next stream. Okay, cross your fingers, y'all. Let's see if this works. Okay, so somebody asked me what we're looking at. So this is on Arwijn's channel. Let me give you the links to the videos we're looking at. Okay, link 1. This is Arwijn. This is Arwijn trolling Blue and everyone else and being a dick. Link 2 is the full stream. So they play the whole thing and then they go in. Like Arwin's not here for the beginning, but then this is where Arwin's at, okay? So that's link number 2. And then I think that's all of it. Well, we got a green signal. Maybe we can cross our fingers and try it. Let me check one little thing, though. I got to make sure that that last stream didn't get uploaded as... I'm not putting 2 streams out tonight. Sorry. It will not work. It will not get any views if I put 2 streams out tonight. So let me make sure it all clipped together here. Whoa, it's actually working. I actually have viewers right now. My viewership just jumped up. Okay, good. Holy shit, we're getting some massive views here. That's good. It at least means that if I can keep the signal running, that it's worth doing it. Let's try her. See what we can do. All right. What else we got? I just heard the notification. Let me check it. Huey looks like he was in The Hills Have Eyes. He does, James. Yeah. He looks pretty freaking, what's the word? Without being rude. Unintelligent. Normally, I won't judge somebody based off of looks, but with Huey, I already know how he acts. Okay. Here we go. So this is the Master Science. I can't even say it with a straight face. Master Science presentation, part 2.
Dated the 14th of April this year. Would you mind opening the...
Okay. Is Sleeping Warrior this stupid? Sleeping Warrior, you need to look at what a wiki is. It is made to be changed and updated constantly. It says right in the definition. My God, are you really trying to argue? Oh, back to Arwijn. Oh, we just in. We got more highlights of Arwin's best streaming moments. Make sure you're subscribed to Conspiracy Cat's new channel for hooking us up with this awesome video. Okay. Back to it. I cannot believe that Sleeping Warrior thinks that he has a gotcha moment because they updated a Wikipedia article. Either he is that dumb or he thinks his audience is dumb enough to buy that. Wow. I don't think his audience is that stupid.
The Wayback Machine up for the audience.
His audience cannot be that stupid.
Show them what it said then, and then show what it says now, and you'll see that someone's changed it again because they don't.
So what? They're made to be changed, dude. Look, I'm going to try to be human for a second. I'm going to try to be human with you, Sleeping Warrior. Due to the absolute ignorance of this argument, I'm going to try to lose everything else. Everything I know in my head here. I'm going to try to ration with you. It's built for that.
I don't like that word, cause and effect.
That doesn't matter. Hold on 1 second. This is easy. So I got this off Wikipedia a while ago, right?
Oh my God, dude. You guys understand that Wikipedia is nothing but a collection of other sources for every article? If a Wikipedia article is not sourced, they will take it down after a set amount of time. They put a little reminder, hey, if this doesn't get sourced, it's going to go down. It's going to be taken off. And until you go in and put a source for every part of your article, and if, let's say you source only one part of your article, they will file a thing that'll say, hey, this article is not fully sourced. It needs to be sourced. It needs to be changed, blah, blah, blah. Wow.
Right, this is too easy. 1 second. I don't need the Wayback Machine. You know why?
Why?
Because I'll guarantee other people have cited it from Wiki. That's why.
Quantum Eraser, Nathan Oakley, are you guys this dumb? Do you not understand what Wikipedia is?
Right, so let's copy this.
Are you kidding me? You're making a Master Science presentation. It says Master Science Part 2. This is a joke. They are all joking, dude. They're trolls. They're trying to troll us. They're trying to be stupider every day to see how far they can push this act. There's no way they're adults.
You're saying that this isn't in Wiki anymore, right?
It doesn't matter. What do you mean? You got to check Wikipedia's sources.
No, they took it out, specifically the bit about cause and effect. The rest of it's still there. Just not the cause and effect bit, and I wonder why that might be.
You got to be kidding me, right? You know what I think? I think they took it out. I think that these fools went in and took that out of Wikipedia because anyone can take anything or put anything in. You can literally edit. I could do it right now. I could go edit a Wikipedia article live right now. Are you joking?
Just take the substance out, right?
Just while you're searching. So, shout out to Eagle Plane and Anchor, who says the effect is super chat. The cause is smash. Thank you very much for the super chat.
All right, hold on 1 second. You still got my screen up?
I have, although it's slightly obscured.
So funny.
By the chat, so I'll just sort that out.
Let's see here.
Oh god, dude.
Experiment. What's this? Course Hero and Experiment.
Are you guys really doing? You're looking it up? Are you joking? Space comma comma. Is Riley this stupid? Yes, he is. Though Wikipedia is not as accurate as you make them out to be. No. I don't think Wikipedia is accurate at all. Let me show you what I mean. I know that Wikipedia is completely sucky. 100%. I'm not just saying that. Okay, so let's go to any of the random Wikipedia articles. Oh, I love Wikipedia for this, the random article. Okay, Tim Kennedy, ice hockey. Wikipedia is nothing but a bunch of other sources. You can always just scroll down, and this is Wikipedia. Okay, so before you, let's say you want to go to Wikipedia and get something for science, right? Before you can, let's say you pull from, let's pull from this dude's right here. On January 26, 2012, he was traded by Florida to the San Jose Sharks in exchange for Sean Sullivan. You never just take that as is, unless you're just reading it, right? Unless you're just trying to get general information. You got to click the 6. It'll take you down. Then you click this, and oops, nothing there to see. They need to update that source. So let's try this one. Nothing to see there because this article was obviously done back in like 2012. Okay, we finally have a source. All right, good. Come on, bro. I'm not waiting for it to load, but you get my point. So Wikipedia isn't a place to get information. It's a place to see many different sources of information listed on a page about a specific topic. So let's say you want to go take something about Saturn from Wikipedia. You don't get it from Wikipedia. You go to Wikipedia to get general information. You find what, let's say you want to use science project, and I need to put something about the cloud layers of Saturn. So I go in to the cloud layers. I find the source. I have to check the source, which is a book. September from 2009, ground-based observation support for spacecraft exploration of the outer planets. So then I would highlight this, copy. I would put it into Google with the letters PDF after it, and Earth-based observational spacecraft exploration. Then I find the book, which most books like this, then bam, you're good. But never use a Wikipedia for any type of thing, YouTube video or school presentation, without checking the source. You can get yourself in some hot water, as Space Comma said. Space Comma, I meant Wikipedia does not update bad info. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, but you're right there, too. You're right. Exactly. They don't fact check it or anything either. That's the point of a wiki. So, like, if you go and read Wikipedia and you're reading something, you're like, that's not right, then check their source, find out why they put it there, and then you update it, right? So the entire point of a Wikipedia is that by, let's say, 20 years after creating the wiki, they hope to have an article for every major subject, like if it's about Diablo 2, a video game, if it's about, like Wikipedia is, which is an encyclopedia or dictionary or whatever. They hope to have an article for everything anyone would ever need, and to have 20 years of people going in and adding to it and taking away the bad stuff. Yeah, you're right. If people aren't proactive on a wiki, it'll be useless. So there are many articles on Wikipedia that are absolutely useless. But then again, there are many articles that are just wonderful and they really help you out. So just make sure you source it and you're good to go.
I'm trying to agree with you.
Okay, wrong video. Where are we at? Right? Nope, that's not it either. Nope, that's not it either. It's this one. Oh, no, but we do need to watch that. Where the hell are we? Okay, I can close this. Yep, already gave you that one. That's not it either. This is it.
Experiment, carried out, repeat experiments, cause and effect. Let's hit this one.
I wouldn't doubt if these guys didn't go remove the part about cause and effect and all that shit.
So, somebody else.
There's a way to find out. We could fact check them, because I bet if they did remove it, they didn't remove the... Let's go look. What Wikipedia article are they talking about here? Experiment. They are in Wikipedia for the word experiment. All right. So they said cause and effect has been removed. Let's see when the last time it was edited. On the 4th of September, 2019 at 3:34 UTC, 2 days ago. 2 days ago at 3 UTC. Well, they said they took out something about cause and... Oh, yeah, there's nothing in there about cause and effect. I wonder if this... What do they got down here, though? Wonder if we could find something that sounds like it was for cause and effect. Ooh, no, 15, Dunning. Natural experiments in the social science, a design-based approach, Cambridge. All right. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Experiment. What's this? Course hero and experiment. Carried out, repeat experiments, cause and effect. Let's hit this one. So,
oh my God, dude.
Somebody else cited it. Course hero. An experiment is a procedure carried out to verify, refute, or validate a hypothesis. Experiment.
So what, dude? Are you really... You already did this entire thing with your first Master Science presentation. So can't you just, get on with it? I really don't feel like spending the whole night watching you guys be idiots.
The critical, indispensable steps are 1. From the...
Here we go.
Yeah, I think so. We've done well.
All right.
Almost 20 minutes.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Yep, you're on.
All right. For a brief review, the king of the scientific method is experiment. It's birthed from the queen.
Again, you're redoing this, or are you just adding on? No, you're wrong here. They have Quantum Eraser. I'm debunking you right now. Every part of the scientific method is necessary and required. You cannot cherry pick them. You have cherry picked everything from your sources to your points to your conclusions, and you're cherry picking the parts of the scientific method. You have to have peer review at the end, and you have to have the data part. They leave out. So what he did was on Quantum Eraser Master Science Presentation Part 1 is go in and say that the scientific method is the king. You have to have 1, 2, and 3, which were 3 parts of the scientific method that they had cherry picked out. They left out data collection, I think, or organizing their data or checking their data, and then they also left out peer review. Well, there's a reason for that, because you guys don't do science, the scientific method, and you know nothing about science. Because if you're going to get up and argue, I'm going to play, all of you, please give me 30 seconds, because I'm going to play Quantum Eraser's game on Quantum Eraser right now. By you cherry picking your sources and everything else, but we'll throw that away for a second. By you cherry picking the scientific method, by definition, you are pseudoscience. You are performing pseudoscience, and I'm even going to use Wikipedia just like he did, which consists of statements, beliefs, or practices that are claimed to be both scientific and factual, but are incompatible with the scientific method. And if you cherry pick the scientific method, you are pseudoscience. If you do not submit your science for peer review, let's say, I don't know, your science isn't peer review, then you are pseudoscience. And every time you've ever deduced the flat earth or said that you've debunked the globe, you've never taken anyone else's opinion, debunk, or even let anyone, you haven't even handed it to somebody else and said, fact check this. You're an independent source. You're not in this game. Tell me what you think of this. They're all going to come back and tell you, you're wrong. That's why you're not science. That's why you don't get to argue what is pseudoscience or what isn't. You don't follow the scientific method. For some reason, I also highlighted this last time. Pseudoscience is often characterized by contradictory, exaggerated, or unfalsifiable claims, reliance on confirmation bias rather than rigorous attempts at refutation, lack of openness to evaluation by other experts, which is the peer review process. So let's see. This is your Master Science Part 2. Let's just see. Did you add peer review? Do you stress the importance of peer review? Because if you don't, by your own logic, reversed and used against you, you are the definition of pseudoscience.
Queen hypothesis, which is birthed from the first step of the scientific method, observe a natural phenomenon. We went over this in part 1. It's a good review. The critical, indispensable steps are 1, observe a natural phenomena. 2, formulation of a hypothesis. 3, experiment.
Wrong. Wrong. Easily verifiably wrong. The parts of the scientific method are the parts of the scientific method. And let's do your thing one more time. Nope, I want Wikipedia. He uses Wikipedia. I want Wikipedia. Empirical method of acquiring knowledge that has the characterized the development of science since the 17th century involves careful observation, applying rigorous skepticism about what is observed, given the cognitive assumptions can distort how one interprets the observation. It involves formulating hypotheses via induction based on such observations, experimental and measurement-based testing of deductions drawn from the hypothesis, and refinement or elimination of the hypothesis based on the experimental findings. There are principles of scientific method as distinguished from the definitive series of steps applicable to all scientific enterprises. And if you go down, it'll tell you, every single part of it, but one part that has to be there that they purposely have left out, they have cherry-picked it out, they cherry-picked the other parts leaving out, is peer review. Now, there are several models of the scientific method, but all of them require peer review. Scientific journals use a process of peer review in which scientists' manuscripts are submitted by editors of scientific journals to usually 1, 2, 3, usually anonymous fellow scientists familiar with the field for evaluation. In certain journals, the journal itself elects the referees, while in others, especially journals that are extremely specialized, the manuscript author might recommend references. The references may or may not... the referees. The referees may or may not recommend blah, 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 blah. Boring, 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 boring. But it may be boring, but it's necessary. They purposely make sure to pretend to their audience that you have to put weight in these other parts of the scientific method, because if you do that and they don't... their audience doesn't think that peer review is a very important part, not only very important, but without it, it's not scientific. It doesn't count. It's nothing. But if the audience doesn't know it, then hell, you can keep on blabbing and making money, can't you, Quantum Eraser, Oakley, and Arwyn?
It's just that simple. You cannot...
It's just that simple.
...have science, i.e. natural science, without these 3.
No, without also peer review and the other parts, which is collecting data, which is trying to debunk yourself, all those things.
66% of the experiment is the hypothesis. 50% of the hypothesis.
No, the experiment is equally divided amongst all of its parts. That's it. You're lying. Base comma, semantics, it's all they have. And I've just shown you. They use semantics or verbal arguments in order, not alone propaganda and lies, to do this, to be able to try and convince a group of people. You don't need peer review. Hell, why would you need other people to check what you're doing and to see if you're lying or not? Hell, if they did that, they might figure out that Quantum Eraser's lying, or Nathan Oakley's lying, or Arwyn's lying, right? Besides that, one of the main reasons why we just looked at Arwyn's little video from today is because it exemplifies all the different points that go into showing how these guys are religious fundamentalists. And one key part of being a religious fundamentalist is to think that everybody else is. When you're in a cult, What do they think? They think everybody else is in the cult trying to get them. That's that thing known as the conspiracy theory, right? No. It's all of science that's in a cult. Every scientist somehow joined the club, and they all know each other, and they've all agreed to try to pretend that the Earth is a globe for thousands of years. And that's where all the NASA money goes. They use the NASA money, and they pay off the members of the cult. It's not Quantum Eraser that's in a cult. It's not Nathan Oakley and Arwijn. No, it's every single other person in the world that disagrees with them. By the way, just about everybody in the world disagrees with them. So that's one damn big cult if they're right. Right?
This is the natural phenomena observed. So you can't get around these three. Huh?
No. You can't get around without all the parts of the scientific method. I don't know how you make this argument and why you think no one's going to call you out on it. Anyone would call you out. It's ridiculous. Your audience is even sitting there like, wait a minute, what about the other parts? And how are there different parts of the scientific method that are better than other parts? You know, they only put that shit in there because it's needed. You know, it really exposes these guys. They'll literally even take the scientific method itself and try to cherry pick it so that they can make their arguments.
I don't care what you put in here. Put flowers around it, color it.
What about taking things away, Quantum Eraser? Why don't you care about what you took away from it?
Differently, it doesn't matter. These three steps need to be a part of the scientific inquiry. If it's not...
And peer review. Who is peer review? Oh, I'm peer review. Being someone that debunks you guys easily, daily, or whenever I have to. BlueMarbleScience is peer review. Jim Panda is peer review. SCIMANDAN, Conspiracy Cats, Team Skeptic, all of us are peer review. All of us are standing up, making these videos, you say because we're in a cult, and because we are shills, and because we are fundies, but in reality, what about all of us makes us fundies? Well, I'll change my view on something as long as you can come and show me an experiment and show me where I'm wrong, and then we can sit and talk about it and educate ourselves. But as I've shown by showing you the Arwijn video earlier, you can't do that to one of these guys. If Arwijn, what about the video I showed you where Professor Phil debates Sleeping Warrior, right? You cannot ever discuss any of this with them because they will argue with you. They'll flip out. They'll bring up all these different things. And if I have to go through the videos again, you can go back and watch, I don't know if you can watch the beginning of the stream because we've had connection issues all night. They seem to be fixed now. That thing might have worked that I just did. You get my point. I don't have to keep making my point. Let's go ahead and skip to the next part. Well, actually, hold on. This looks a little longer than the last time. Oh, it is. Okay, well, he's done with the scientific method. Okay, let's move on to this part about experiments because how much you want to bet he gets it wrong too? How much you want to bet he cherry picks and lies about what an experiment is so that he can make an argument that will allow him to argue the flat earth forever?
There should be three categories of variables in every experiment: dependent, independent, and controlled. The dependent variable, the effect, or the...
Okay, I'm not listening to your elementary school bullshit. We'll go to the next one. Here we go.
Back to me at the end.
Okay. Not a problem.
That was invigorating. Let's get some.
I've got you back up. Should we carry on?
Yes. Let me know.
Yeah, you're on.
He just said you were
All
on,
right.
dum-dum.
The queen of the scientific method, scientific hypothesis.
Oh, holy hell. It's not the queen. Every part is necessary and equal.
A scientific hypothesis is your experiment statement. It expresses a...
You notice that the parts that he pulls from the scientific method stop others from being able to fact check them and allow them to come to any determination they want through semantics. If you don't believe me, listen to him talk. Here we go.
Proposed cause and effect relationship.
Dude also argued how semantics are needed in science. You've got to be able to argue semantics in science. Science doesn't give a shit about semantics.
The phenomena that was observed in step one. From nature.com.
Nature.com. Well, let's see if there's a way to debunk you with your source, and then we'll pull your source if we need to.
California Institute of Technology physicist Sean Carroll arguing in The Edge that hypotheses aren't simply useful tools in some potentially outmoded vision of.
No, they're not. But I bet this guy made the same argument for peer review that you are leaving out. So we'll move on here. He's going to go into another. This is exactly what you just said, dude. My goodness. A lot of repeating. Weird. I wonder why your first scientific masterclass was a lot of different stuff, and I wonder why this one all sticks to very vague type of concepts. Wonder why that is. Could it be that every time you get specific, I would debunk you with your own source? Probably here. An example. Oh my God, dude, he's still on the hypothesis shit. Creation is not equal to causation. Epidemiological studies can never prove causation. That is, it cannot prove that a specific risk factor actually causes a disease being studied. They've been going into this disease thing for a while. I don't get it. I don't give a fuck what it is. Someone else can debunk that because I don't care to. Next presentation.
Complex hypotheses that I went over previously, then some Weisenheimers say, well, what about math variables? That's where you got your variables from.
Oh my God. Everybody understands. Everybody gets this. This is very much... They've reduced themselves to arguing elementary school stuff. They had more complex arguments before. It really seems like you guys are kind of like getting more and more down the educational level the more we start debunking you more seriously every time, you know, because you can take the early stuff, and the early stuff is more general. The stuff we teach younger kids is more vague, it's more general, less specific, less complex, and therefore it's something that if they wanted to argue it, it would be one of those last straw type of things, but they could do it, I guess. I mean, basically you're just doing a second grade reading right now. It's not even an argument of any kind. I know your audience of dum-dums are sitting there like, wait, where did I see this before? Oh yeah, it was back in second grade. All right, what else you got? Just more shit about experiments. So basically you're just repeating yourself this time. You picked something, said to yourself, yeah, that UNIRock got me last time I sourced a bunch of stuff. So this time, you know what? Let's roll back down to second grade. When we were in 10th grade, UNIRock got us with our own sources. Let's go down to second grade. Let's look at your next one here. And for anybody that wants to see what we did last time, it's gorgeous. It's amazing. It's beautiful. What we did last time was take his own sources and just type them in and read from them. And he always cherry-picked one thing so he could make an argument about the atmosphere without reading the thing that debunked him right under it. It's in that video, Quantum Eraser Erased. I notice a very big difference between your two arguments now.
Hypothesis. The entire goal of the scientific method is to falsify or
Somebody just said math is hard. It is, to an extent. I mean, I always did better in math because I hated memorization. I just wanted to be able to know how something worked and then, you know, do problems and shit like that, or do the equations and turn in my test and walk away. You know, what I hated doing was reading the history and then having to memorize and then sit down and be like, okay, this happened in 1812, but that happened in 1807 and shit. And although now that I'm older, I actually find value in all of that. When I was younger, I hated it. But I know that a lot of people are the opposite. They hate math and they like those other ones. Some people like English or whatever, you know.
Reject the null. From California State, to do a hypothesis.
Never thought when I started YouTube I would end up having to debunk second and third grade, presentations from a 50-year-old who figured out how to manipulate a lot of people who've been out of school for a while into believing him. Never once thought that.
Hypothesis test experiment, you will actually have two hypotheses.
You're just stuck on hypotheses, aren't you? That's what your entire part 2 is. Bro, you're just repeating yourself. You're just going into the tiniest bit more detail about a hypothesis. This doesn't say anything about the shape of the Earth. Last time he was arguing that that the atmosphere didn't work without a container because I cherry-picked these sources. This time he's just trying to talk about a hypothesis the whole time. Although it's easy to debunk the first part. All you got to do is bring up, how the scientific method is, every part of it is very important, and without each part of it, it doesn't work. Identifying a mitochondrion or a Golgi apparatus in eukaryotes, not friggin' science. How is it not science? What are you talking about?
And why? So let's ask ourselves a question. Is identifying mitochondria
is part of a cell
or Golgi apparatus in eukaryotes
in the eukaryotes are what is a eukaryote, man? I know it's a type of bacteria, isn't it? Or eukaryotes. It's been too long. An organism consisting of a cell or cells in which the genetic material is DNA in the form of chromosomes. Yeah. Not RNA, not like it has a nucleus. Yeah.
Cause and effect, how, why question, or is a what is question?
I don't know what that is.
Anyone that can fog
so funny, Nathan.
the mirror knows that it's a what is question. This is not science.
How? How is it not science? How is it not in the realm of science? Are you saying it's not a scientific experiment? Because you could make a scientific experiment for this. I'm sure there's something you could do to an experiment you could do to identify a mitochondrion or inside the eukaryote or Golgi apparatus, etc., etc. Identifying the spin of an electron. I don't know. I mean, you guys tell me. This is really some vague shit. Like, is identifying the spin of an electron. So looking at an electron and figuring out the spin of it, is that science? Yes. You would use an experiment in order to, test it and figure it out. What am I missing, guys? What am I missing here? No, Niji is not Creamy. Creamy's still around sometimes, but it's not science because he doesn't think it is, says Space Comma. I'm just saying he's really devolved here. He's really showing us. See, what Quantum Eraser and Nathan Oakley do not understand is anyone can get up and make a presentation out of anything, right? You can say it's correct. You can say it's wrong. You could say it's purple. But the point is, it is up to the people that view it to make that judgment, right? Then people can debunk you or they can agree with you. But the point is, you're wrong. You're wrong. The Earth isn't flat. Trying to talk about scientism. Look at what you're having to do. To prove this science is a religion, you're having to redefine science. To prove that you guys are right about the flat Earth, you have to rewrite the scientific method. Do you not realize you could do that to try to prove that people are cows? You could do that to try to prove that a computer is a pencil. You could do that to try to prove that a liquid is a solid. You get me? The method of your argument can be used to literally argue anything at any time. It's not going to make you right. It's not going to make you smart. So why would you do it? I think it's pretty simple why he would do it. You guys know why he would do it, right? You know why Oakley and Quantum Eraser are doing this? Because I know.
Excellent.
All right, Master Science presentation is so dumb and it's protected. A lot of it, I think, is a different presentation than what he had originally done because it's way different than his first Master Science presentation. To me, it seems like he threw this together. That's what it was. Oh my fucking God, dude. How much you want to bet How much you want to fucking bet, bro? I was asking myself why they were making an argument that Wikipedia has changed since he wrote this experiment. Why? It's so dumb. It doesn't go to a point. They know that Wikipedia is written by the viewer. You got me? Why would they do that? Well, I have a hypothesis, and I'm going to use the scientific method to figure it out, Quantum Eraser. Or wait, I've got a better idea. I've got a unispiracy theory for you right now. A good one. Got a unispiracy theory for you on this shit. Is it possible that Quantum Eraser and Riley and Oakley had to change part 2 of their Master Science presentation because they went after seeing the fact that I debunked it so massively? I debunked Quantum Eraser last time by pulling his sources and showing that his sources actually back the globe, talk about the atmosphere needing gravity. Therefore, if they're going to pull one part of a source, then it validates the rest of the source in their mind. And by them doing that, it shows that they're cherry picking and that they're wrong and they're idiots. So, did they go in, pull some Wikipedia funkiness to try to be this weird way to say, nuh-uh, UNIRock, Quantum Eraser didn't rewrite his entire presentation for Master Science 2? Because the Wikipedia thing proves it.
Would you mind opening the Wayback Machine up for the audience and show them?
The Wayback Machine? I don't mind doing it, because I want to know. So it would be experiment. I wonder if somebody saved it right around the day. I don't know. Maybe they didn't, but I wonder. Experiment. Why am I spelling this wrong, bro? Beer. Oh, that's why. Spelled it wrong again, but I don't care. So let's grab this link. Let's go to the Wayback Machine Internet Archive. Let's throw it in and get our result, and then let me see here. October 26th at 2:01:42. And let's compare it here. If it'll ever load, my goodness. Hey, Banjojo, I missed you. Good to see ya. Glad you're here. All right. We got, this was last edited on the 4th of September, 2019. So they said all it did was take out cause and effect. So let's see what it took out. What are you talking about, bro? Cause and effect isn't even in here on the Wayback Machine. In September. Okay. So they're basically bullshitting anyway. I don't know. Either way, this seems like a big game right here because they know that wikis are edited by people that anyone could have taken out cause and effect. Even Riley, a couple days before they did this, anyone could have done it. But I have a feeling that they had to rewrite their Master Science presentation part 2 after realizing that I had a good point and that I did debunk every part of their part 1. If you go to my video, Quantum Eraser Erased, for anyone who didn't see it earlier when I showed it, I took Quantum Eraser sources, read them, and debunked them. Yeah, that's exactly what I think happened, because this is just too rudimentary and ridiculous. Maybe not. It just seems that way. Definitely seems that way. It's just really freaking stupid, dude. All this shit is really dumb. Master Science Part 2, and it's like 3rd grade bullshit. All right, we're moving on. Oh, after we see Arwin's, we have to get the rest of his highlights. Are these the last highlights? The best parts of his stream, right? These are the best parts? Okay. True highlights. All right, I'm going to play music with it this time because they're boring. The music is not from Arwin. Arwin's stream had no music. Music would be slightly entertaining. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you tonight, I have no clue what's going on. I hope it gets resolved because it's not cool. But I guess that Jose called out Fight the Flat Earth and Team Skeptic, asking them if they are cowards, and he said this. I'm not putting it on my screen because he does some really gross stuff. If you want to watch it, you can go watch it yourself. Space comma comma. The last 10 seconds are the best of the PayPal Patreon thing, or what? Hey, yeah, Team Skeptic, I definitely want to chat. Jump in Discord really quick. We can watch this. No. I'm going to call you on Skype. I want to watch this with you, so I need to do it on Skype. Let's go. Here, I'm opening Skype now. Excellent. We can get it straight from the source. When did you message me? Oh, that was September 10th. All right. Sorry. I didn't see the date. I got Skype open. All right. Calling you now. I'm just going to audio call you, though. I don't have my shit set up. Yo. Set up your microphone. Team Skeptic. Set up your microphone. I'm a microphone skeptic. You gotta set up your microphone, Skeptic. I know my Skype's working. Oh shit. Maybe it's... No, it is. Okay. Are you talking? If you're talking, type it in the chat. Let me see. My speakers are set correctly. Yes, everything's good. So it's on your side. Everybody, hold on to your horses. We're going to get Team Skeptic in here to tell us what's going on. I just have to wait to get our audio worked out. So let me play a little song for you while we wait. Well, shit. I was being sarcastic. Oh, damn it. I thought you were being serious, Space comma comma. At least you let me know, though. At least I know now.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now. What's up, bro?
Fuck, man. I don't know why my Skype keeps changing my settings on me. But I was crunk when I came in. I was like, yo, what up? And then it was like nobody fucking heard me, so whatever.
Yeah, bro, mine does that all the time. It messes my camera up every time I use it, too. Whacks out every setting, dude. Every single setting. It sucks. Anyway, what happened with the Jose, dude? What the hell's going on?
Okay. So let me tell you what the whole story is. I don't know why Jose is so butthurt right now, but here's what happened, okay?
All
and
right.
Sean, to his credit, I'm going to give Sean Hufford the benefit of the doubt, okay? Sean Hufford said him and Jose had a talk and everything's all good. I have no problem with Jose. Here's what my problem is.
All right.
So Jose is an ex-flat earther, okay? Yeah. And he runs a show that I used to promote for a show. I used to tell everybody, hey, if you want to go see the Flat Earth live Flat Earth Globe Earth discussion, you should check out Jose's show. I used to say that all the time. Won't be saying that shit no more. Fuck that. Yeah, because he comes onto my live stream after I've told him, hey man, I'll bring you on in the future. I'll promote, man. I don't care. I love promoting smaller channels, right?
Yeah, me too, bro.
So he fucking makes comments in the things like, well, we were getting some super chats and he started criticizing the super chats, saying like he doesn't understand why people super chat people like me and Fight the Flat Earth when he's been doing it forever and he has his own show and he does the same thing and he doesn't get his support. So the butthurt is real, okay? Yeah. The butthurt's real. So anyway, then we go on. I was on Fight the Flat Earth channel. He comes in Fight the Flat Earth. Now he was a mod on my channel. Once he started posting that shit, I was like, look, if you're gonna criticize the people who are supporting me, then I'm not going to have you as a mod. So I just took his moderatorship away. I didn't say anything bad. I wasn't like, yo, I'm gonna unsubscribe from you and you should all go unsubscribe. That's not me, bro. I don't care. You know, that doesn't hurt my feelings. So I'm just like, whatever, dude. And I even said in the stream, I said, hey, you know, this isn't me telling you guys to go and subscribe. I just won't be supporting him and won't be recommending him, you know, like I do. So then he goes on to Fight the Flat Earth thing and starts doing that same trolling shit. And then right after Fight the Flat Earth show, that's when he does this video. Now, I didn't see this video. I know it existed. I watched maybe the first 3 minutes of it, and then I was just like, this is boring. You know, I could be picking my nose or something, you know? I mean, that would be more fucking beneficial than watching this boring-ass, whack-ass video. And maybe, Jose, that's the reason people don't fucking support you, because you put out half-ass material, and why would anybody want to pay somebody to put out half-ass material? You wouldn't pay a half-ass plumber to come fix your house. You pay a good plumber, right?
Hell yeah. Space comma just said that the butt hurt is real. Thanks for the 12 bones,
butt hurt is fucking real, Space comma.
Look. Here, let me say this. Let me say this. Look, and I love you too, Space comma. Good dude right there. I went on JG's show. Bob the Science Guy and Blue Marble were in there, and I've been wanting to try to get, you know, talk to them a little bit because I love their content, you know, and I jumped in the chat, and they were like, get up here, Uni. And I was like, okay. So I ended up talking with them for a long time. You know, I didn't have any problem with Jose, but here's the deal, though. He definitely, like, when we went to the after show, which I found really fucking weird, he started to be really, I can't describe it. I'm not talking him down. I actually did try to message him to get to talk to him before I talked about this tonight, like I always do if I do. I know people are going to hate drama, Uni, but I tried to get a hold of him so that, you know, he could either give a statement or whatever before we did it. So I can't get a hold of him, so I'm saying it. He tried to kind of like say on the second after show part, he tried to pretend to be a flat earther, and then he sat around and criticized the hell out of everybody in a way. And I was like, this is weird, bro. And I got this feeling in my gut. I'm like, do you still hold resentment against Globers because you used to be a flat earther? This is what I'm thinking and shit. Then I saw this because I was doing that Arwijn video, and I'm like, Arwijn pulled a clip from Jose, and Negative Exponents was like, dude, you got to see this. He did this to fight the Flat Earth and Team Skeptic. And I'm like, bro, fuck. So anyway.
Yeah.
But Sean tried to level with him, you said, so.
Yeah, Sean, and I don't think Jose's a bad dude. I just think, you know, we all go through frustrations on YouTube. I have recently been going through some frustrations because I don't get promoted through the algorithm. You know, I know I don't get promoted through the algorithm because I have a separate account that's tied to my phone. That's my personal Gmail account, you know, not my YouTube Gmail account. But I'm subscribed to myself. And I have notifications clicked. And I have my phone on to set for notifications. You may hear my phone flip the fuck out here in a second. Where's it at? Just in case it does. yeah, you might hear my phone flip the fuck out in a second, and that's going to be notifying me of certain fucking people going live or certain videos being posted or whatever. I'm not getting notified for my own fucking videos. That's horrible. That's a horrible system, YouTube. Yeah, exactly, right?
Dude, they demonetized every one of my videos in the last, like, 10 days, and then I got to go submit for review. They always come back monetized. It's like 3 days later. It's bullshit, yeah. You can look in your analytics, too, and see it.
Mine always get monetized.
You're lucky there.
Very rarely do I get a demonetization warning on any of my videos, yellow or just gray or whatever it is. I think it's gray, right? The
LiveStream?
Crossed out.
Yeah.
Live streams are a bit different. I don't know why.
That's probably why I get demonetized.
Yeah, a lot of times my live stream will get demonetized and I have to apply for remonetization on it or for manual review, I guess.
So what's the result with Jose, man? Like, so basically, do you think it might just be like a little bit of, you know, we all have that go on. We're all just people. Is he just, you know, upset over the shows and the numbers or something? Or what could it be?
Okay, so none of us know exactly how much effort Jose puts into his work. Okay, it's like even though I might say that's half-ass quality work, that's only half-ass quality work relative to mine. You know, I wouldn't let, you know, I just wouldn't have half-ass work come out of my show. You know what I'm saying? It just I don't put up with half-ass work. I do it 100%. I do what the people like. I keep it consistent. Yep. I keep it in your face and direct. You know, the consistency doesn't just go with the amount of videos I put out. It also goes with the content of my videos, the structure of my videos, the intros, the outros, the idiot meter. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into my videos. So when people support me, like, they're helping me be able to continue to do that because it takes time. Jose might be spending 12, 13 hours a day getting these live streams ready or whatever, you know, and live streaming. And so that could lead to frustrations. I don't blame him if he's frustrated because of that. You know, he's just trying to promote for his own channel, but the way he did it is wrong because you just alienated me big time from wanting to help you.
Me too, bro. Me too. Look, if he's got a good argument, then I would have tried to do like last time, get a hold of you guys, talk about it, see if there's a resolution, and there wasn't. His video, the one that I watched a little bit from maybe 3 minutes to 6 minutes, and it's not a good argument. He just sits there and acts like he's, pardon me, ladies, he just acts like he's doing things to himself, calling you guys cowards for straight up like a good portion. It's not cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I'm a tough skin kind of guy. I call people idiots. So what kind of hypocrite would I be if someone called me a coward and I flipped the fuck out? To be honest with you, I've never interacted with Jose, and he means nothing to me. So negative exponents, I love that guy.
Yeah, negative's awesome, bro. Now look, here's my deal. Jose maybe just messed up, you know, and I like trying to make things work, but you know, I like Blue Marble, I like Bob, they're always there every day, and I want to be able to talk to Blue Marble and shit every day, so hopefully he don't hate me for talking about it. I talked about this because it's a public video, y'all, so if it's public, I might talk about it, but you know.
Hey, so I haven't seen the video, so why don't we play it so I can watch a little bit of it and see what this nonsense is all about. Because, hey, I'm going to be honest, you know, today I had one of the funniest self moments because I was going through my subscriptions. I'd gotten behind on a few videos and no, I'm sorry. I hadn't seen your video yet covering the Orphan Red shit, you know, because I didn't know where the timestamp was. It was like a 2-hour-long video.
Yeah.
So I happened to come across it watching one of Daniel Pratt's videos.
Oh.
So he was talking about me and you in one of his videos, and I was just,
no way.
So I was like, hey, let me see this. In the title, it had your name in the title, so I was like, let me check this out. And I watched it, and then it was like the Orphan Red, and she was calling me the 13-year-old boy. You didn't realize. The funniest part about it is when she said, oh, this 13-year-old boy, this and that. He goes, well, damn, he's a pretty smart 13-year-old boy.
I know, it was you.
He was talking to me. You thought she was talking about an actual 13-year-old boy. Yeah, so I was like, that's fucking hilarious. That's
and it turned out being Lego boy.
That's the beauty of doing things live, people, is you get moments like that where you're like addressing somebody, not realizing that they're talking about someone you know. And then you're like, what? That's talking about fucking Team Skeptic. Fuck you. Yeah. But anyway,
that
he was
good
criticizing
shit, dude.
that.
I need that clip too. I'll have to go get it from Pratt and put it on my channel or something.
I have it downloaded. I'll G drive to you.
Hell yeah,
G drive.
hell yeah.
Because it's funny. It is.
Okay, well you're gonna have to put on your thick skin though, because he does kind of go at you.
That's fine. I mean that's fine. I don't care.
I'm giggling because it's a very unique situation. You've got him literally like insulting the hell out of you two, and you're going to be reacting to it on my live show, which is fucking awesome. This is content, viewers. You got content right now, so be happy. You got some content.
A live reaction video, huh? I wish I had a live dinger for you.
Yeah, bro. SciMandan got a hold of me. He's coming in soon, and he don't get mad at me, SciMandan. But remember he was going to put out a challenge to Sleeping Warrior and Oakley. I think now, like I said, it's a rumor. He's got to confirm it. I think SciMandan's going to put it out while he's on my live show. So that might be the title. SciMandan challenges them right here on UNIRock 2. That'd be tight. I can't wait.
Well, SciMandan, he runs marathons. In an effort to increase his durability and running skills, because he's constantly running from me in FIFA. So I hope he watches this. I hope he sees
I'm
this
getting
because
FIFA. What do you play on?
He knows. PS4. He knows. He knows he's nothing. He cannot handle the skeptic squad.
What do you guys play? Do you play Ultimate Team or just the regular mode or whatever?
We play rugby rules soccer.
Okay,
Just
I'm down.
Flip everybody, try to hurt the players, everything. I want to hurt his feelings.
I'm gonna. We got to start live streaming this shit, dude. I will live stream it here. You versus him.
We actually spoke about this not too long ago. We're gonna do a charity stream where we play each other. We did. Me and Conspiracy Cats did a charity stream with FIFA, and it was a pretty fun one. I smashed the shit out of him, but it was pretty fun.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I have to have a little bit of honesty. I hate lying, okay? SciMandan has whooped my ass in every fucking game we played except one.
He's an expert at FIFA?
Yes!
Damn.
Get this, though. Get this. I beat him in the first game, and I was like, wow, really? You talk all that noise about how good you are, and I just smashed you in this first game. And he was like, oh, okay, mate. Okay, mate. Okay.
He was being easy on you.
He was taking it easy. He was playing.
He wanted you to make a bet.
One-handed. Yeah, he did. I know. No he fucking. Yeah, he's a hustler, man. I saw it coming from a mile away. I was like, don't bet SciMandan ever.
Hell yeah, dude. He pull sharked you. All right, here we go. Okay, audience. This is a video of Jose insulting the living hell out of Team Skeptic, and I've got Team Skeptic here to react to it. Let's go. This is awesome. Drama alert. Okay, hold on. We got to start at the worst
I'm gonna try to be calm about it and just react to it intellectually instead of emotionally.
And here's the deal: when I pull this off of the screen for the viewers, it's because he's doing some very explicit gestures. So don't think I'm hiding it. You can go watch it if you want. I'm telling you don't want to, but here we go.
Okay, perfect. Well, hello everybody.
Hi.
Let me a quick read to the chat over here.
Hold on, stop it there. Stop it there. I just want to point it out before we get started. Do you see where the light is?
Yeah.
It's behind him.
And look at his screen here. Come on, you got OBS hanging out. You know how easy that is to fix.
Yeah, and like literally, he's the lights behind. I mean, there's no. He's not doing anything for the viewers' entertainment here. He's sitting in front of a fucking light, and all you can see is the fucking light coming from over his shoulder. Come on, Jose.
I know, bro. This is why no one watches Jose. I'm just playing. This is why they won't donate, Jose. I'm just kidding.
Right. Well, you're right about you're right about the first part. You're right about the first part. I'm not going to speak on to why people wouldn't donate, but that's why I wouldn't watch right there. First thing I see is somebody with a bright ass light over his shoulder. He doesn't even fucking know how to do proper lighting. Yeah, this is going to be a whack ass video. But go ahead, I don't care.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to put this
again. That's not emotional. That's just me being intellectually, honest with myself. Looking at this video, saying, "Would I watch this?" No, I'd be like, "This is stupid." Next.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm going to put a banner up that says, you can download this to your channel. Clip this. I want someone to clip this and upload it Team Skeptic and me reacting to Jose's video, because this is some good shit right here, people. All right, here
I
we
bet
go.
negative exponents will do it for us.
Get it up, everybody. I don't care how many people do it. Put this on your channel. This is good content.
Put your link to your Discord in the chat. I don't have a Discord. I got a Discord, but I don't have it open. I don't have it set up. I just open a new Discord so I can send myself links. That's it. Nighttime Jose, I'm calling out Fight the Flat Earth and Team Skeptic. If they want to come in, they can come in.
Nope.
Because I need to hear them. If they don't want to come in, then it will be 100% safe to say they are cowards. Just cowards.
Now, okay, stop it there. Okay, first off, when this went on, nobody told me that it was going on. And even if they did it, it happened right after a live stream. Like, I was notified pretty quick afterwards, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you exactly when it was from the time that our live stream ended to the time that I saw the notification. Whoever sent it to me pretty quick, but I'm not just like sitting in front of my computer staring at Discord waiting for a notification to happen.
Yeah,
Another thing a lot of people don't realize is that when you live stream, Discord goes into a streamer mode. So it stops notifying you while you're live streaming, because you guys in the audience wouldn't want to hear pa-ping, 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 like I have to hear all fucking day long. So, and then a lot of times I just turn it on streamer mode because there's so many people hitting me up. There's so many fucking things going on that I just have to turn it off. So I didn't know that this was going on. So it's kind of disingenuous for you to call me a coward, Jose, because I didn't know that you were actually going on. I would have joined. And had a conversation, because I honestly want to know what it is that I did to make you get so upset, so emotional. Like, to me, I don't care. Your emotionalisms are hilarious to me. You know, like I always love to see when people get triggered over nothing, especially when they get triggered over nothing that I did. You know, and I've had my fair share of people in this community who have been triggered because I didn't do something.
Yeah. Oh, bro, it happens to me all the time, dude. Wait till we go to the comments section, because Fight the Flat Earth tried to level with him in the comments, and he's like, fuck off, bro. And Fight the Flat Earth is like, whatever, dude. And then he comes back a day later and says, Jose, come on, man, let's talk about this. And Jose just ignores him. So, like, he just wanted to fucking attack him. I don't know. Okay, here we go.
Fucking each other off, sucking each other's dicks, and fucking each other in the ass. Raw, no lube. That's what you guys do. That's it.
He lives in Scotland. I live in Texas. That is impossible to happen. So, wrong again, Jose.
You're traveling a
Ding.
lot. You're traveling a lot. Ding. Okay.
Yeah, that's the second time I've counted him. Hey, we'll just have a running count. Every time I say fucking idiot ding, then you guys can keep tracking the fucking audience. All right.
Well, you say ding, and I'll play my sound effect, which is similar to your dinger. Here's what it sounds like. Here it comes.
No, hold on. I'm sending. Can I send you a file real quick so you can have the proper ding? Okay. You're getting the proper ding. Hold on. We can't do this. I told you I'm a perfectionist. I can't just
I'm
say,
down.
oh, let's just not be perfect voluntarily.
Yeah, no. Now let's just cross our fingers, because certain audio files won't play with my soundboard, but it probably will.
It'll play.
Okay.
I promise you it'll play. It's just I've already put it out into like a basic MP3. There's nothing. Okay, hold on. I don't have to explain it. I'll send it to you. All right, there we go.
On Skype?
It's on. Oh, it's a WAV file. Yeah. No, I sent it through Discord. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm not proficient in sending messages or sending stuff through Skype yet. Okay, so before we move forward, we need to go ahead and ding him twice.
Okay, let me just set it up. I just got to add it here. We're like 3 seconds away, and wait. Oh fuck, dude, I should have did that. Oh fuck. Okay, hold on. Music. There it is. Okay, we're good. Where is it? Dude, I know I saved it under freaking music, bro. Hold on, I gotta grab it one more time.
I do this shit all the time. I know I have files on like at least 5 to 10 copies of videos I've downloaded before where I was like, damn, I can't find the clip I took from this video.
What was it, a WAV file?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in music. Yeah. Okay. Ding, laugh, DG.
It's a ding original.
Come on, where in the hell? Dude, I already saved this shit. I can see it. Oh, I know what's wrong. I gotta reopen it. Okay. It won't refresh. It's a shitty program. Oh my goodness. Let me do that.
If you're in the chat, now you're seeing firsthand the work we do to supply dings, to put dings in your life. Simple things like dings. It's the little things that matter, guys. Okay?
That's right.
We'll appreciate this in the
Dude,
end.
when I edit a video, bro, I will put so much work into like 10 freaking seconds of a video.
I know.
Oh,
I
okay,
like
cross
watching.
your
I like
fingers.
watching your. Let's see.
Oh, no, I got a whole new series coming out, man. It's going to be tight. Come on. Yes!
Yes.
We got it.
All right. I ding him twice.
Okay, here it comes. All right.
There you go, Jose. All right. You're up to 2.
And because
All right,
I
let's go.
disagree with your opinion. Oh, Jose is just a circle jerk. Jose is just whatever that has been. Jose got.
Did someone call him a has-been?
No, well, I didn't. Okay.
How's
Hold
he a
on. Hold
has-been?
on.
I want to know.
Exactly. How are you a has-been, Jose? You're never were. So there is no has-been about you. That's not what we said. We said you were insignificant. So calling yourself a has-been is labeling yourself as someone who was important at one time. I think you're a bit full of yourself, and you are a fucking idiot.
Here we go.
No success. Dude, Team Skeptic and Fight the Flat Earth. That's how you do with each other, right?
Come on, dude.
Boom, shout out. You guys are so coward, bro. It's so sad. So sad. And here's the link. You can come in and tell me what's up. That's all you got to do.
My bad. I jumped the gun.
Oh, yeah, no, you're all right.
If you're Fight the Flat Earth, if you're Team Skeptic, click the link and join and tell me. Yeah.
I don't know why no one else joined. Why isn't anyone trolling this guy? Like, just jumping in like, hey, it's me, or, just messing with him.
Because he was an old flat earther. He's an ex-flat earther, so flat earthers don't really hate him. They might not agree with him, but they don't hate him. And he gets a lot of respect from members in the Globe community. That's why everybody is saying this is so out of his character. Normally, he acts like a pretty cool person. But in this instance, get ready, Uni.
Ready.
Jose acted like a fucking idiot.
That's it. Just tell me. That's all I need to hear. That's it. That's it.
And might I hold on.
And I feel
Another thing
good.
I want to point out. He said we had a difference in opinion. What was the difference in opinion, Jose?
Well,
I never had an opinion against him. I don't know what opinion he's talking about.
It has something to do with money. That was it. Like, somebody came to me and told me it had something to do with money, and he got mad.
Yeah.
Money.
Again, that happened in my live stream. He got pissed off because people were super chatting me, and look, you don't see me going on and saying, hey guys, I really need you to super chat me, man. Like,
oh no, never, yeah.
I'm going to quit YouTube because you guys aren't super chatting me. I never say that. This started out as a hobby for me. It's something I really, really, really love and enjoy doing. It's something that I'm perfecting as a craft to get better and better and better and better. People see that, and people want to help that, and you can't blame those people for wanting to help. And I don't blame them. I try to do everything I can to show my appreciation to them. I have my live streams, for instance. I have like 88 members now. They get to the whole live stream lights up with meat tubes and skeptic dings and all kinds of shit. We have fun. It's an entertaining experience to come to my channel and watch a live stream. Maybe not for a flat earther or whatever, a science denier, but it is for the community that enjoys anti-flat earth material. They get in there and they love what we do.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. Space Comma had Jose is a shill. Ignore him. Hey, we're just reacting to a public video, though.
Oh yeah, Space Comma. Yeah, ignored. Believe me, ignored.
I still get that.
I haven't thought about this situation until I see him in a chat where he's beginning to berate me or Fight the Flat Earth. See, here's one thing that you'll never know because nobody will ever talk about it because it never happened. Is I was in a chat maybe 2 or 3 days ago where Jose was in the chat and I didn't say a damn word to him. I was interacting with other people in the chat, and he was interacting with other people in the chat, and me and him didn't even interact with one another whatsoever. So it's not me being bitter. I personally don't care. I hope, honestly, because he tries hard into what he does, I truly hope he stops acting like a, get ready, Uni, stops acting like a fucking idiot and starts acting like the old Jose that was before a couple of days ago.
Yeah, he could have just got angry, dude. I try to not do public videos when I'm angry. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go bitch in Discord or something. You get me? That way there's no long-term damage done.
Not a single person in the chat or anything can ever say that I jumped onto a stream because I was angry about a video that was posted about me, or that somebody said about me, or anything. To me, this is all fun. It's entertainment. You're supposed to put yourself out there. If you really want to have a good time with it, you're going to put yourself out there and have a good time with it. And if it backfires on you from time to time, it's going to happen, but just roll with the flow and enjoy it, because this is amazing what we get to do, Uni. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking amazing, bro.
It's fun. It's fucking awesome, dude. There's like Fletches in there like, what the fuck, Jose? You know, people are in here like, dude, stop, and trying to warn him. It's pretty crazy, man.
These are all people that respect him, though. That's the thing. That's why they're telling him to stop, because they're like, dude, this is not a good look.
Yeah, and don't make people choose a side, bro. If it's a person, that's what I was trying to tell Look a Pig. Like, dude, let's bring this down a level and talk, and then you can still make videos and tell people what happened, but work it out if it can be, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
And to me, it's not even worth my time. I would rather spend my time watching National Geographic, you know, Discovery Earth. I'd rather spend my time doing that than having a conversation with Jose.
Dude, there's some really, I have to give you some documentaries. There's some really good ones out there that I found. Okay, here we go. We got to get more of this going.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Shit.
A little bit of something
Better
in
than
the
watching
chest,
Jose.
Sickness. And it's coming out. And I'm feeling good. I sound better than this morning. I've been like...
Okay, I'm skipping ahead of him talking about his cold here.
Out, you know,
and that could be a factor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one to hold this against him, man. I'm just saying that I'm not a bitch either. You're not going to come in there and try to push me around with your fucking sideways comments, criticizing my fucking supporters, and expect me to sit there and just take it like a little bitch. No, that's not me. Never has been. Never will be. You come in there, you're talking shit. I'm going to address you on the spot. You might not like it. Not my fucking problem.
Yeah, bro. And honestly, I just don't understand. I don't understand his logic here, but maybe he'll give something to us. I don't know. Let's hear it.
Oh, I know it's 3:45 a.m. here, bro. There's no time on flat Earth. It's always Earth time on flat Earth, bro. If you're in this neighborhood, there's no time.
Oh, come on, Jose, bro. I hope you're joking. I hope Jose's joking and he'll let it all go.
To me, that's just him trolling right there.
Yeah,
that to me doesn't bother me. But even 3:45, I mean, I don't know where he's located at, but that's probably one of the other reasons why me and Fight the Flat Earth didn't show up. First off, Fight the Flat Earth lives in fucking Scotland. So if it's 3:45 anywhere in the Americas, then it's probably around, I don't know, 8 to 10 in Scotland in the morning.
Oh, yeah, 8 or 9
come
a.m.
on.
And it's 4 or 5 a.m. where you're at, guaranteed. Space Comma, I have no problem with you wasting your time as long as you guys realize you're wasting your time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We know, man.
Yes.
We know. It's
Space Comic. I love the realism with him, because absolutely, I know I'm wasting my time right now, but at least I'm wasting it with Uni and you guys.
Yeah.
You know?
And
like,
I was about to go
here for the
offline.
entertainment.
You know, exactly. And it's a funny little instance right now. So, you know, hey, he doesn't get away with it. It doesn't happen on Fight the Flat Earth or Team Skeptics channel. It's a good thing, because, you know, that's what people would want, you know, you guys to respond, you know, views. All right, here we go.
Oh my god.
It's short too. We're just going through the next couple minutes.
I did a isolated job over here earlier. Really high in the wall. Right to whatever guy, I don't know who the fuck they are. The hippie guy is. So
here we go.
Team Skeptic said, alright, so this is it. So what went down is this guy, whatever, and he just rounded up, right? And I type in the chat like, hey, dude, I mean, you should throw a disclaimer. That's your opinion, Team Skeptic.
Yeah, I don't understand, bro, what he's saying here. This is the one, the thing that he said that, you know.
No, okay. Let me explain this situation because I know exactly what he's talking about.
All right.
So Hip Hop Hippie went on. We said you got 10 minutes to present evidence for the flat Earth. He took 1 minute and 20 seconds, and basically his entire evidence was looks flat, must be. Took 1 minute and 20 seconds to say it. After dealing with 33 UC taking 10 minutes to say the number 33 over and over before I stopped him halfway to say, dude, every time I talked over 33 UC, I stopped the timer to say, dude, talk about the flat Earth, not the number 33. Okay, go. And then I would start the timer again. He would talk, blah, whatever. So Hip Hop Hippie he pushed me over the edge just a bit. I lost my temper. You know what? There's people that are in the audience that says I was well deserved to lose my temper because he's a piece of shit. He does this all the time, and I'm just tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. Exactly. He wasted my time. So when I was sitting there, Jose had put something in the chat that said this at Team Skeptic. You should say, this is Team Skeptic's opinion, not mine. Disclaimer, or something along the lines of you should put a disclaimer. This is Team Skeptic's opinion, not mine. And but the way he worded it, it was directed to me, like saying that I should be telling you this is my opinion and it's not fact. You know, I'm not being objective here.
You telling Hip Hop Hippie that he
going
was an idiot,
off on Hip Hop Hippie, yeah, going off on at the end. It was really at the end of the debate though, is after all of it had gone down. I was going off on Hip Hop Hippie for being a piece of shit. He acted like a piece of shit that night. There's no way around it. I've gone back and watched it. He acted like a piece of shit. I shouldn't have lost my temper. That's the only thing. But as far as what Jose's talking about, he's not even talking about when I was getting mad. He's talking about the fact that I was putting my opinion into it. But that was after the debate was done.
Yeah. And look. Let me say this because fucking Jose, bro. At least to respond to that with you, fucking we have lives and family and stuff, and some of my content's a little bit dragged out and shit, but still we value our time. You know, we could be doing something else, and for Hip Hop Hippie to get up there and do what he did, not only did he waste the time of Team Skeptic and Fight the Flat Earth, but all the viewers, and just put some, you know, it was kind of funny, and it was, you know, everybody did with it what they could, but it wasn't, you know, the best content ever because dude was just bullshitting, you know. So I get why you snapped.
Yeah, Hip Hop Hippie wasted the time of every viewer, and viewers are getting tired of seeing those people.
They are,
the same people over and over, and the same thing. That's why we're branching out and attacking different topics now. I've already told him I don't want to debate flat earthers anymore. The Earth's not flat. Bottom line, there's no way. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. There's no way to provide evidence for it. There's no way.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to talk young Earth creationists, there's some science that can be. It's wrong science. It's bad science. It can be debunked, but at least there's science behind what they're saying that you can address and bring evidence for or against it. You know, it's a new topic too. So I'm getting ready to delve into the people who think Einstein's wrong, people who think the ether exists, people who think special relativity is complete nonsense. That's what I'm starting to get into, topics that are a little bit harder, take a little bit more intellect than a fucking 13-year-old boy. You know, that's fucking literally my son. I was trying to explain something to my son. Now, granted, he's out of high school. He hadn't gone to college yet, but he's out of high school. I wrote down PV equals nRT. And he looked down and said, oh, that's the ideal gas law. And it's like, wow, my son actually fucking knows this a year out of high school, you know, not having a lot of, like, he's not a science nerd. You know, he's kind of a gamer, so he doesn't really pay attention to all that. But he knew it. You know what I'm saying? So these flat earthers have no fucking excuse. Yeah, they have no fucking excuse. They should know these things. They should understand that the gradient in our atmosphere, the atmospheric pressure gradient, is signs that we don't live in a fucking container. Bottom line.
Space Kamikama just added in, he wasted my time before I went to work. Exactly. See, Space Kama, that's exactly right. And that's the thing, like, yeah, a lot of times, like I uploaded a video yesterday about the dumbest topic, but it ended up showing something cool about it. So it's like, I get it. I get where Jose's at with this, but you don't have to say, hey, it's my opinion that you're an idiot, hip-hop hippie. Everybody understands that, and they get what happened. So, okay, let's move in here.
What you just round up,
Yeah.
that's your opinion. In my opinion, this is what happened on, because we all got our opinion, and I wasn't listening, but for what I have heard, you guys are rounded up all the same, and you pat yourself in the ass like with the finger.
Okay, he's doing it again. Stop doing that, please.
Here he says this. I want to point something out. You know, go ahead and get it ready. Jose, you're a fucking idiot, okay? Because if I say that it is my opinion that 1 + 1 = 3, am I supposed, or let's say Uni says his opinion is 1 + 1 = 3. Am I supposed to be like, Uni, that's a great fucking opinion. You're a fucking idiot. Please ring it.
I got you.
Ding
Hold on.
yourself. Ding yourself. There we go. Okay, dinging yourself. That's all. We got to keep intellectual honesty here. Every time I say idiot, we got to ding it. Okay. So yeah. The 1 plus that example is just to show you that that's what we're tired of. We're tired of people bringing the tantamount evidence to 1 + 1 = 3 when we've said so many fucking times over and over. And it's been proven that 1 + 1 does not equal 3. It fucking equals 2. We all know this, and it doesn't take a fucking 8th grade education to fucking know it. So that's why we are tired of those opinions being brought up in a debate. A debate is not about opinion. It is about fact.
And the audience is getting tired of it too. Like you said, Hip Hop Hippie and some of these other guys, they in their head might be saying, ooh, I can explain it this time. But every time they get up there, they just repeat the same thing. So it's like, dude, I could go watch that last argument with that dude or that last thing. There's nothing new. And in order to keep the audience, and in order to keep people together, you know, Hip Hop Hippie fucked that shit up. So, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Like, hey, good job. And then the other one like, yeah, you did great, jerking, right? Fight the flat earth and skeptic, all the little round group, right? The little good.
That's not how it is, Jose. It's not. I didn't even know you guys, and all I had to do was just like get a hold of you the same way anyone else can and sit down and talk to you. So it's not a tight knit group, bro. You can get in as easily as anyone else. You just got to try.
They group and shit. So I don't know. They don't like my opinion, you know? They don't like my opinion. I say like, dude, if you respect, you be respected. If you let the guy speak, if you ask a guy a question, let him speak. And I know they don't like that.
All right, stop it there. Stop it there.
Yeah.
Stop it there.
Please, go ahead.
Until the time that this fucking idiot, go ahead.
Got it.
Until the time that he went into my chat and fucking started fucking berating my fucking supporters, I did nothing but respect and support his channel. So everything he's saying here is fucking bullshit. He's saying it as if there was this previous history that somehow in reality never fucking existed. So just have a little bit of integrity there, Jose. I showed you plenty of respect and support before you started acting like a fucking piece of shit.
Oh, shit. I thought you were going to say idiot. I clicked it.
Piece of shit, idiot.
There you go.
Yes, I'm sorry.
They got this little comedy show, you know? They got a totally different ball game. But I can give my opinion because I'm a just normal person giving my opinion. So they went off on me.
But we're normal people too, bro. I don't get it. This girl just did this to me in Discord. She was like, "You're UNIRock? Oh my god, you're a shill. You're a snake." And then I talked to her and she's like, "You're a person." I'm like, "Yeah, we're people, man. Like, we're not paid by the government." Like, yeah, okay. Yeah. How much of this is coming from him sympathizing with flat earthers because he himself used to be one? I think that's a big factor in this. He does this all the time, dude.
None of it.
Okay.
It's all coming from a point of why am I not getting the money they are? And it's pathetic because that's not what YouTube is all about, man. YouTube's about having fun. Have some fun, Jose. People will enjoy that if you have fun. Listen to what I say. Hey, okay, perfect example. Go back about 15 seconds, okay, to where he starts to describe what my show is. Listen to how he describes it.
I don't know. They don't like my opinion. For what I have heard, you guys are rounded up all the same. And you pat yourself in the ass like with the finger. Like, hey, good job.
Just a little bit.
And then the other one like, yeah. You
forward?
Yeah, just a little bit, like 10 seconds. There you go.
I don't know. They don't like my opinion, you know? They don't like my opinion. I say like, dude, if you respect, you be respected. If you let the guy speak, if you ask a guy a question, let him speak. And I know they don't like that because they got this little comedy show, you know? They got a totally different ball game. But I can give my opinion because...
Hear that?
I
You
didn't
hear
hear it the
that?
first time.
He
Mhm.
properly describes what I do. I entertain. That is what I'm here for, Jose. Jose, being a live streamer and being somebody who doesn't put out his own content, or not his own content, but doesn't create content. He just live streams and he posts his live stream. That's fine. No problem with that. But that's not fucking what people want to see. That's not entertaining to people.
Yes,
People
exactly.
want some kind of structure to it. They want to be able to go in and see the intro and hear the brief overview of what's going to happen, and then see the idiot counter rise to the top, and then perfect outro with the, hey, just want to take the time out to say thanks to this jackass right here for being a fucking idiot.
Got it. Nope. There it is.
But yeah, so that's why there's people that want to support people like myself and Fight the Flat Earth, because we do that for those people. We give them that entertainment.
You're
and
right,
he even
bro.
notices it. He recognizes it in his own words. He describes my show perfectly.
And it's all about a format, bro. Like, that's what kills or makes a show is your format. So, you know, a lot of people got to understand that. You realize that after you've done YouTube a while. It's about the format.
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, I'm okay. I'm just here venting a little bit because...
And everybody needs to vent, and if that's what you're doing, it's all good, bro. Just saying. Gotta get that vent out. You should have talked to people.
On their point of view, this is not good. This show, this platform is not good. This is unsuccessful.
Okay. Anyways, he's about done. You want me to keep going anymore, or are you about good?
I mean, I'm okay. Like I said, you know, Sean Hufford has already said that he spoke with Jose. I'm really hoping that Jose just realizes he made a mistake. He doesn't need to apologize. It's not what I'm asking for. I don't need him to say, hey, Team Skeptic, Fight the Flat Earth, I was wrong. I just don't want him to do it moving forward. If he continues to do it moving forward, then that's his problem, not mine. He'll alienate himself more and more out of the community, and people will just simply not want to work with him.
Yeah, and I'll say this. Him going on a rant in one of his videos, not as bad as getting in your chat and, you know, hitting your donators and stuff. Like, what the fuck is that about, bro? Like, that's just craziness. That's actually weird there. FTFE says, can we talk, please? You're a good guy. There's no reason we should have a feud with each other. He said that 2 days ago, so he's come back to the video. He said, look, hey, let's work this out. And that's why I've always, like, you know, defended FTFE, like that last issue when I approached FTFE. And you guys both said, yeah, we're going to sit down and talk about this. No reason to leave anything out there that's negative. And I appreciate that shit.
Yeah.
Now, of course, FTFE the day before found out about it and was mad. He was like, dude, I tried. Have a nice life. I'm out. And he's just like, bye. And then FTFE was talking to some dude, James Thompson, for a minute. But anyway, so that was before it happened, though. So, yeah, FTFE came in, you know, after he said that and tried to work it out with him. So let's hope that happens. And you know,
see, I don't get in those response battles, man. You'll never find me respond. Like, I'll go in there and leave a response that says, like, I'll leave scientific evidence, you know, like I do that all the time. But I will never go in there and just be like, yeah, well, okay. So I did one time. I was gonna say something, but I don't want to be hypocritical. I did one time for a YouTuber, and I'm not gonna say the name of this YouTuber because I don't want people to just mass exodus of this person. Ooh. I don't think this person's a bad person, but this person screwed me over and burned a bridge with me that will never be. And I left a comment that on one of the videos on that person's channel that was said like, hey, talking shit about me behind my back is really not a good look. Unsubscribing. Yeah. And I thinking back to it, I shouldn't have left that comment just because I could have unsubscribed and just been like, yeah, fuck off, you know? Which is what I should have done. I should have taken the higher road. But I did leave the comment. The comment wasn't hateful, but it was to let that person know that I was aware that they were talking shit about me to one of the people who claims that I'm inspiration to their channel, goes and talks shit. Writer of Dinosaurs is his name, by the way. Goes and talks shit to, talking shit about me to Writer of Dinosaurs, not thinking he's going to give. give me the fucking the copies of the chat log so I can see that this person's talking shit about me behind my back. But I've never talked about it. Yeah, I mean, no one knows about this because I don't talk about shit like that. And I'm still not going to say the channel's name because some of the people out there might be subscribed to this person, and I want them to form, you're subscribed to that person based on what you feel about their material. The problems between me and this person have nothing to do with this person's material. So if you're subscribed,
big is it? How big's the channel? Big
small,
channel?
tiny.
Okay.
And if I named the channel, then that channel would not just be tiny, but it would be minuscule, because guaranteed 90% of the people that support this channel are supporting me. And
we're trying to
so
get a big
cleared
community.
up, I know that there's a lot of people out there that recognize the whole drama between Jared and Look a Pig and Fight the Flat Earth. This has nothing to do with them. I'm not even talking about that. I'm hoping that they eventually all get it worked out as well. I think we're past the whole, like, the main intense drama part, but I do think that there's some growing that this community needs to do to get back to where it was. Hopefully, I'm hoping that we see it with the return of the non-sex show to Steve McRae. Then I think that is going to be a key point that's going to give this entire community a focal point that, like, we all had at one time, and we can all grow around that focal point.
No, you're right, bro. And we are trying to get a big community together, and Steve's been instrumental in it, and he's cool. Everybody's, like, really open and cool and trying to help each other out. Planer Walk, he was cool as hell. He wanted to do some stuff with me in the future, and hell, even SCIMANDAN with 200-some thousand subs gets a hold of people and tries to network out. So we got a good community going. I think it'll morph and change, and hopefully people will reach out, because we're not I don't know if I know it's cliche, we're not shills. We're not, like, paid by the government and all this dumb shit. So if you reach out to us, we're most likely going to be like, hey, you respected me enough to do that. Let's sit down and talk. And that's the way to go with it, I think.
Yeah. And we got to... what we're doing over on my channel with me, Sean Hufford, and Fight the Flat Earth, that's an amazing show, guys.
Man.
I leave that show every time. Whenever, bro. We're doing it tomorrow night. Tomorrow night.
All right. I'll swing by for a little bit. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm going to go ghost on you.
You're good. Like, okay, Uni's coming. Shut it down.
Yeah. Turn off Discord.
That Look a Pig thing, though. Look, I want to say this. So Sean came to me in Discord. He's like, look, you got some of the stuff wrong about Look a Pig. He's like, I get you were saying your opinion about it and blah, 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 but you need to talk about it again. So just for anyone listening, we're going to try, me and Sean are going to try to Band-Aid that, and I'm going to get some stuff out here. And
let me give my opinion on that, because I've had a lot of interactions with Look a Pig. And me and Look a Pig know each other pretty good. Just from conversations, when we first introduced each other, we talked a lot. I don't think Look a Pig would have done that.
Yeah.
I really don't think, as much as he doesn't like me, I don't have an opinion about him at this point, but him and Jared just seem to not like me because of Fight the Flat Earth. That's their opinion. They're more than welcome to have that. It doesn't offend me. Like I said, I'm not some fucking thin-skinned little piece of shit that's going to insult everybody else and then get fucking butthurt the first time someone insults me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Look a Pig would have done that. And I don't put it past him creating sock accounts and harassing people through sock accounts and on Discord and creating new accounts on Discord and jumping in the ban where he's been banned before. I don't put that past him. But I don't think that he would have gone into Fight the Flat Earth channel and porn bombed. I don't think he would do that to anybody.
Yeah,
I think inside he's a good dude, but I just think he's a young kid that he'll eventually grow out of the phase he's in now. And when he does, he's going to be an amazing person. But now, he's just a little bit twisted in the head.
I don't know the dude well enough, and that's why I was like, because look, I've been through the whole rigmarole. I've seen a million trolls come and go, and I'm a little bit quick to say, hey, you're out there doing all this trolly shit. I'm going to go ahead and consider the possibility that you did that. But when a bunch of people come to me and they're like, look, he wouldn't do that, I'll fix it on my channel. And I told Sean the same thing. So that's the main thing. I'm going to that's what I'm going to worry about.
Hannah Anderson in the chat said he locked me out of my own channel team. He's a sociopath. I do think he's a sociopath. Now I wouldn't put that past him past him, Hannah. But what I don't think he would have done would be upload porn to your channel to get for the world to see or do anything. That's the only thing I'm saying. I agree with you that he's a sociopath. He can't see past his own shadow. He can see people that are close to him, but once you get too far away from him, you could potentially end up being a target, and not from friendly fire either, because once you're far enough away from him, I think he's so much of a sociopath that he can't consider you a friend. But hey, that's just he's allowed to be that way.
I want to defend myself the slightest bit, though. Yeah. Look, when you're out there and you are doing all these things that I ended up finding out that Look a Pig has done, I'm telling you, I didn't put it past him, because I looked at it like my Discord server is, I think, 20% of my views for the initial 2 hours. So that's what propels my videos when they get hits to get up there. And so I was looking at it from that general perspective. I know he's done it in Discord to try and mess with servers or whatever several times. So that was the reason. I made sure to make that clear the first stream that I talked about it. I just have a troll policy where it's like, look, you're going to come into communities where people are trying to do stuff, and then do as much as you can to jack that up just because you don't like those people or something. Then I'm not going to put it past you to, porn bomb and do this and do that.
But at the same time, I like when people... I truly respect Fight the Flat Earth, but I'm going to tell you something. He takes a lot of this stuff too personal sometimes, and that's just. I'm only saying this because I want other people to learn from everything, right? Since then, me and him have had a conversation about why is it important that everybody likes you. I mean, everybody. As far as I'm concerned, I don't want everybody to like me. If I set my bar down to about 15 people in the world liking me, then I think I can attain that goal and be happy with myself. If you set the goal to be every single person in this world must like me, well, then what you're going to do is you're going to fall short of your goal, and you're always going to be chasing that goal, trying to satisfy somebody else, trying to defend yourself when you're falling short of their expectations. So that's the one thing about me is I just don't get into all that. I don't care what people think about me. I make my content because I like what I do. Fight the Flat Earth should do the same. And he's definitely taken aback and looked at the whole situation and has said, hey, you know what? You're right. I'm growing. My channel's doing good. I don't need to let any of this bother me. I just need to keep my head up and keep moving forward. And now that he's done that, look at that. We're all back on track again, having a great time. Great live streams, great videos.
It'll pull you down, dude. Like, he's getting to the point where he's getting big enough, and like everybody is right now in the group. And you get to that point where if you worry about that kind of thing, you're never, ever, ever going to have enough time to do anything else, honestly. I've been there, man, with my main channel, and it'll take your focus away. And if you lose that little bit of focus, you're gonna lose the momentum quick,
Yeah.
All right, bro. I'm starving. I'm gonna get something to eat. It's getting late anyway. I've been working on edited videos again too. I got one out yesterday, and I'm starting it again. And I've been going to bed early. I haven't been streaming late at night, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. But bro, appreciate it. I'll swing by tomorrow and try to harass you guys a little bit and jump in for a second or something.
Alrighty, bro. We need to improve your ding skills, by the way.
Yeah, I'll get it. I need a new soundboard. It takes like 2 seconds once I click it to. Dude.
Either that or you just need to.
That took 5 seconds.
You need to like anticipate when it's coming.
Yeah.
And then once you anticipate it, once we start to get to know each other well enough for you to anticipate to know when my dinger's about to come out, then we'll be on point, bro.
Hell yeah, you know it, man. All right, bro. I'll hit you up in Discord tomorrow.
All right, bro. You take it easy.
All right, dude.
Later.
All right, y'all. That was Team Skeptic. Let me go ahead and sum this up. No offense to JG. Look, JG obviously dished it. He dished it out to Team. And I know he can take it. We F you, remember? Long time ago? Oh, I remember it all. I'm like an elephant. I'm just playing. No disrespect to JG, and I'm not. Look, I heard out Team Skeptic. He watched. I think it's fucking awesome that he watched the clip here. So, because you can't watch that kind of thing on your channel for a good reason. You watch that kind of thing on your own channel, like somebody tries to take, get at you or vent on you because they're mad at you, and you go to your channel and react to it. Obviously, more people are going to keep doing that, wanting you to keep doing it. So the fact that he got to do it here isn't going to inflame the issue at all. Hopefully, JG will be like, see the way he reacted and be like, oh, fuck, he just dished it right back at me, and he'll be cool because JG, dude, seriously, let me give you my take. I started talking to Team a couple months ago, and Fight the Flat Earth, and SciMan and everybody, and they're the most, like, open group of YouTubers that I've ever bumped into, I've talked to many different groups of YouTubers because I've done lots of... My show isn't topical. My show doesn't hit, just debunking a flat Earth or proving this little thing that happened here or analyzing that community. My whole thing is the format of my show for live streams and then the format of my show for my edited. So any topic can come through. That's not what it's about. And that because of that, I hit all these different communities. I get to know people from all these communities. And I'm telling you, they're the most like fair and honest people. They're also very loyal, but they're also very no nonsense. So, Team Skeptic's a good guy. And he's like a friend, like he wears that shit on his sleeve, and it's good. I think, you might not like him, fine. You don't want to get to know him, fine. If you did, though, it'd be all good. I'm telling you. He'd be your friend on top of being able to jump in and stream with you and bring, like, move a conversation, because that's the most important thing. Like, a lot of people don't see it. Eventually, you will. If you start a YouTube channel or you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I'm going to give you the best advice you've ever heard from anybody. But you don't do shit, Uni. Oh, you don't know then. I've had some massive views myself back in the day. I haven't really been trying lately. I am now. I just started trying again. So maybe we'll see if I still have what it takes. But here's the best advice you're going to get from anyone. And everybody agrees with this. It's all about how you move a conversation, whether it's an edited video or whether it's a live video. You got to be able to move a conversation, keep it going, keep it relevant, keep reacting, keep doing what you got to do. And if you can do that, then you can do anything online or on radio or anywhere. And I didn't figure that out until I started live streaming, and I just got good at it a couple years ago. And seriously, bro, JG, you got what it takes. If you drop the trolling, you sit down before you do a show, think about where you want to take that thing, right? Get a topic in your head. Even if you got all these people coming in, roll with it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you, if you did that, you would do really well. You would beat out all these other discussion streams that are happening, like Oakley, like Ranty, like these guys. And I know you're not a flat earther and they are. I'm saying you would smash that shit, because there needs to be a channel that can do the flow of the conversation and know where to take a conversation and know when to interject, know when to do that. And it takes practice, and you're good, bro. But there needs to be a channel like that online that isn't sucking up to flat earthers. They've got plenty of shows like that out there, There needs to be a debunking channel that gets it and tries that itself. And I don't have time to do it, or I would. I love doing shows like we just did with Team Skeptic. I love doing big chats. And I would honestly I might host one once a week. I might start hosting. I used to do something called a creator chat once a week. I'm going to redo it. I'm going to redo the creator chat. I think it'd be awesome. And I want to try to get these creators on my show. So I'll announce it right now. BlueMarbleScience, Bob the Science Guy, Fight the Flat Earth, Team Skeptic, SciMan, Cats, Rider of Dinosaurs. I can't think of all. Of course, the guys from the Shills. I definitely need to. I'm going to grab Monkey by the tail and drag him in here. The Drunk Monkey. I'm definitely getting him on here soon because he's funny as hell. Anyway, I'll do my creator chat once a week, and but yeah, JG, don't let yourself think that you're not able to do it and let that make you turn against everybody out there or something. Not saying you will or you are, but I see that that's a possibility with you. Don't waste the opportunity, bro. Because you have the opportunity right now. You do. I'm telling you. You got it. Take advantage of it. Grab the bull by the horns, dude. Anyway, that's just my advice. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just UNIRock. Who gives a fuck what I say, right? I'm being serious. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. Unfortunately, tonight sucked. The show didn't suck, but my internet connection went out at least 4 times. Now, a lot of people are saying it's YouTube, and I know there's some other creators having that problem that are in the east side of the United States. Could just be network lag and shit. But either way, it doesn't matter because I'm focusing to get back to my edited show anyway, and that's why I'm not streaming late at night. I've been coming on earlier, going off earlier, getting up earlier, and then doing my edited videos. So there'll be one out tomorrow. Keep your eyes open for it. It's going to be good. And then we've got a mystery coming out after that that's pretty much done. I'm going to look through the whole thing, though. And we're still going to be doing our live show. It's just not going to be as long. And if you do like my live show and you want to hang out with me, dlive.tv/UNIRocktv. I like DLive. I might try to get a hold of Twitch. Every time I have problems with Twitch, I get a hold of them. They let me back on, and then there's more fucking... They need to fix their fucking bullshit, bro, is all I gotta say. You piss off SJW mob, which I do often, they'll crowd strike you right off Twitch. Don't believe me? Watch, it'll happen in a week. There'll be somebody that has the issue in the next few days. It happens every few days on Twitch. Even popular creators of theirs, as long as they're not super big, they'll have that issue too. I'm telling you, I would be on Twitch if it wasn't for all that bullshit. I don't feel like going through it again. Don't feel like having thousands of followers and a couple hundred paid subs and having my channel shut down for 6 months because of some dumb bullshit that only happened because of a mob of people striking me. I don't feel like dealing with it. It's stressful. Got too much shit to do. Anyway. Thank you for watching. If I do stream again tonight, it'll be on DLive. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. I appreciate you. Special thank you to Team Skeptic. And let's do it all real quick. Okay, so we've got the video coming out tomorrow. We just did a great video. If you didn't see it, it was out yesterday. It's really freaking good. And it has the God Emperor Oakley intro. Oh, that's the no sound one? Okay, this is the I love that shit. My God, I'm going to keep making memes like that. Every show I'm making a new meme. It's going to have a nice, good meaning behind it. And a giant robot Oakley screaming PayPal, Patreon, while a bunch of flat earthers dance around his feet. That's a good meme. All right. Also, SCIMANDAN's supposed to be on the show soon, so keep an eye out for that. I'll schedule it. I'll announce it and all that good stuff. And to the people that are patrons of mine, to the people that are members of mine, and to the people that donate, like Space Comma did tonight. Let me make sure I shout out if anyone else did. I think it was just Space Comma. Oh, Space Comma, what is going on? You are too fucking awesome. Copernicus Thinker and Space Comma and James Collins. And Ban Jojo, of course, one of my oldest subscribers. No, one of my youngest subscribers, but one of my longest subscribers. Thank you guys for donating tonight. You keep my show going, and I appreciate you because I don't make shit off ads anymore. I might, though. If I get my edited videos pumping, I probably will. So cross your fingers, guys. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Oh, I want to say a couple things. Dan Pratt, I just found out that you've been doing videos about me. Keep it up, buddy, and maybe you can come talk to me sometime. You think I'm this evil asshole, bro? You probably would get along with me. I'm not kidding. I get along with everybody, even people that hate me. Speaking of which, there was somebody in a Discord server who thought that I was an evil government shill when I joined the Discord server. Oh, do you want to see me join Flat Earth Discord servers? Follow me on DLive. I do it all the time over there, and it's funny. I'm not kidding. She thought I was a literal paid shill from the government and was scared of me. But after talking to me, she warmed up to me. It was awesome. And anyway, thank you to the people in my Discord. Do you want to join my Discord? Email us. Get a hold of us. I haven't checked my email in a week. I've been too busy. I will soon. I'll catch up to it. But if you want to join the Discord, let the mods know. Let everybody know. If you've been in a couple live streams, we'll get you in there. All of us sit around and talk, play video games with each other. Tell each other about awesome videos. We have all these rooms so you can submit videos and shit. It's just plain awesome. Shit ton of free video games that you'll find out about in there too if you are a gamer. It's pretty tight. Anyway, thanks for watching. Busy? You want to say bye? Okay. See you tomorrow. Oh, don't hate me, JG. It wasn't me taking a hit on you over here. Wasn't me shitting on you or whatever. It was just me playing a video for Team Skeptic and letting him react. It was good content.